Everybody loved him. Hundreds of people would be by the courthouse, and he, put up his finger to the government, and that's it. This man is dying, and you still have him in solitary confinement. He was tied, his feet to the bed, and his hands were tied to the bed. People want to question if my father was weak or tough. He had a severe kidney infection. He was sick. He didn't get to see a doctor. By the time he got off the bus, he was covered in blood. If there was ever a time to become a rat or something, it would have been then. No, instead he fought 5 trials. Eli has never had any conversation with my father. You lie about my son? Like, this is how sick they are. I defend my family. I think I do a pretty good job of defending my family. But other people defend my family also. I don't ask them to do it, but they do. Hi, Marla.
Hey, Angel. What's going on, everyone?
Hello, everybody. How is everyone tonight? This dog is going to stop barking. I put her downstairs with her mother, and then her mother sent me pictures of her sitting by the door crying. That she wanted to come up here. And meanwhile, she's going to stop barking. How is everybody tonight? Hi, Big Bones. Hi, Boston J, Kelly, Gianni, Jane, Rara, Dragon 1982. Hey, Angel. Can't wait. It's not a weekend with the Angel Gotti show. Have a great weekend, everyone. You too, Dragon. Hi, Brian G. Excuse me. Hi, Handguns. Hi, Downneck. How are you, Downneck? Hi, Joe Bananas. Hey, Stone Sailor. How are you? We haven't seen you in a long time. I hope everything is okay with you. Hi, Susie. Hi, Max. I don't know how to say your name. I'm just going to call you Max. Just drop by to say hello, Angel and Marla, everyone else in the chat. Catch the replay tomorrow. Thank you. And don't forget to hit the like button. Hi, Christopher Capello. Hi, Carol. Hello there, Carol. Hi, Mustang Mike. Hi, David. Hi, Italian Stallion. Hello to Tina Orlando. Let's see. Hi, Itty Bitty. How are you, Itty Bitty? Hi, Maureen. Hi, Heidi Black. Hello there, Ralph of the Wise Up Show. Hello there, Real Deal. Hi, Arlene. Let's see. Who else is here? Marky Mark, how are you? Susie says, my sincere thanks for everyone in the chat that sent me condolences and kind words on the sudden death. Oh my God, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, Susie.
Yeah, I'm sorry to hear that. Oh.
2.5-year-old bulldog. I am devastated. I miss him dearly. Thank you all. I am so sorry. And believe me, I know how you feel. I still miss my Chanel. I'm so sorry. Hi, Cree 901. Hi, Sean. Gianni. Hi, Gerard. Sean. Let's see who else. Hi, I said. Hi, Sonny Grasso. Hi, Chris Trock. How are you, Chris Trock? Hi, Colleen. Hey, Steve. Okay. Let's see. Who else is here? Teresa Murphy. How are you? And SPL Sharon. How are you? Okay. I think we've got just about everybody. What's going on, Marla? How was your week?
Relaxing. Needed it.
Hi, Muggsy Siegel. It was relaxing for you?
Yes.
All right, that's good. Hi, Carlos. Today, I'm trying to get the nursery done and the move from downstairs to upstairs. So I finally finished upstairs where I emptied all my stuff out and brought it down here. And now Tuesday they're coming to paint the nursery, and then the baby's furniture comes in a week. So tonight, yeah. So tonight we were going through all the baby's clothes and stuff and putting it all together in the closets. Oh my God. I can't thank you women enough. Seriously. All the presents that you got were so beautiful. And my daughter ordered little pink hangers so we could hang her clothes on little pink hangers. It's so exciting. It is, Colleen. It's so exciting for me. But it's a mess here. It's really, really bad here. Like we have half the stuff in all the stuff that was upstairs shoved into 2 rooms down here. I can't. It's a mess. So what about you? What's going on?
Nothing much.
Everything is okay?
Yeah, everything's good.
Before we came on, I caught the tail end of Mob Talk Radio's um, rat show. It was funny, I have to say.
Ooh, really?
Yeah, it was funny. I only caught the last, I think, 10 minutes of it. I didn't even know he was live, that he went live. So I have to, when this is over, go back and watch it. Oh, we have
Ooh.
Ding Dong. We have a
Ding
visitor.
dong.
Hello there, Lee Cole.
Hey, Lee.
Hello, ladies. How you doing?
How are you?
So, it's I'm a little bit concerned about Polly, but
Yeah, I know.
we'll know more Tuesday.
Okay. Polly has a little fever. How is
Yeah,
she acting
fever.
tonight?
Well, I could tell she's still in pain. They gave her antibiotics and they gave her some medication to help pain, nothing narcotic, and
Okay.
so I just started it. So it's not going to start working right away.
Okay.
That'd
But
be
how
more.
is she acting?
She's sleeping. She never she's underneath the blanket, and she doesn't usually do that. Usually she'll be like,
Oh,
But you know what? If she's sick, I guess it's good to sleep.
uh,
Yeah.
Itty Bitty says, Lee, you mother F, I know you saw my message.
I didn't see your message. Where did you send it, Eddie? I've had a lot on my mind for the last day and a half.
Polly is sick, so he's upset.
So it's I just seen that sad message that she left about her dog dying 2 years old. I mean,
2.5.
these
That's
are
Susie.
yeah, Susie, and I'm sorry about that, Susie. These are our pets. I mean, they mean a lot to us.
Yes,
I
they
broke
do.
up when Deanna and I broke up. I mean, Polly's been with me and got me through a lot of depression and sadness. To be, without her, I wouldn't have gotten through it. So it's like our dogs, our cats, so whatever we have, are very important to us.
Yeah, you're not kidding. They are. My daughter was sitting on the chair today going, oh my God, I'm in love with you. I'm in love with you. She was talking to her dog. And she's like, this isn't fair. She can't fit on my lap because of my stomach. I said, are you serious? Are you serious? She can't fit on your lap because you're pregnant? Oh. But anyway, so what's going on, Lee? Everything else okay?
Hey, listen, there's a lot of
You
great
feeling
stuff going on.
okay?
I'm
You
just
feeling
I'm just
okay?
keeping my mouth shut about it.
Oh,
It's like there's so much stuff going on YouTube right now. It's incredible. It's kind of a you ever walk through a minefield? Listen, I probably started it with the Sammy crap, but it hasn't stopped since then. And when you think about it, it's like you
All
guys want
last year, I
entertainment.
walked through a minefield. All last year.
Here we go. We're gonna get back to Angel now. Okay.
You never talk about me.
No,
Everything
no.
is
Anytime I
Lee,
start
Lee,
talking
Lee.
about me, Angel goes, like I talked about taking a poop, and Angel goes, "Well, I took a bigger one, Lee. I took
No,
one
I
at 12
did
hours.
No, I
I've
did
seen it.
not.
The
No, I
log
did
was
not.
that big."
I did
Yeah.
not say that. And I'm never allowed to have anything that Lee has. I can't. Like,
No, you can't. I stand up and pee, and you got to sit down. I mean, that's just the way it works, Angel.
yes, and I'm proud of that. I am
I thought
proud
Angel
of
was
it.
going to say, "No, I stand up."
No, I'm proud of it. No, I wanted to talk about the Dominic Sicali thing. He called my brother a rat. It's so funny. He testified against my brother John. I don't know if people know that. Dominic Sicali testified against my brother John in his last trial, hoping to get him the death penalty or life in ADX, Colorado. He's never even met my brother John, but he testified not only against my brother, but he testifies. He's the rat. He goes into witness protection program, but he calls my brother a rat. And Gene Barillo ratted out my nephew. My nephew did his
Gene's back.
time like a man, but he called him a rat too. He did his time. Still going on 8 years. That's the thing that amazes me about these people, these rats who come on here and call other people rats. Why did they start a fight with Joey Merlino?
It's a mistake.
Why start a fight with him? And let me
It's a
ask you a question. How does a rat who was in witness protection and did all this other stuff, how does he know what the 5 families said about Joey Merlino? How did these two people know what the 5 families said about Joey Merlino?
Because Angel, you know this, Angel. There was a time, you remember, you lived in Howard Beach when Gene Barillo was running everything in that city.
No, that's not true. That never happened.
I mean,
that never happened.
He was sitting next to Vinny Asaro on a milk crate at OTB.
That never happened.
Yes.
I mean, you could go by OTB every day and you would see Vinny there, but I never saw Gene with him.
You know, I was talking to my friend Tony B about back in the day in the 70s and 80s when they used to have OTB. If you wanted to see the biggest losers in the world.
Well, Vinny Asaro wasn't the biggest loser in the world.
If he shot OTB all day, yeah.
No, I'm not saying he was there all day.
Okay, well, I had this. I worked with this guy, this Italian guy. They called him Crusoe. He was an opera singer. I worked with him in a restaurant, and that guy would come up to me. He reminded me of Mush. I don't know if you remember Mush from the movie Bronx Tale. The guy that any bet he made, he lost. He would come up to me and say,
"Is that the one they said put him in the bathroom?"
Yes.
Okay.
He said, Lee, I got a bet for you, and I got a bet, and I always, because Crusoe used to cook and sing opera. He had a beautiful voice, but he lost it all because of his gambling. But boy, I'll tell you what, whenever he wasn't working, he was at OTB all day long.
Really?
Yeah, well, and you know, but it's right though. I think Vinny Asaro had plenty of money to go to OTB. A lot of people went to OTB that didn't have money.
Well, I know Vinny Asaro 48 years, and I never, and this is the God's honest truth, I never saw Gene with Vinny Asaro. Never saw them together. 48 years I know them. The whole entire family, 48 years, never saw him with them. I've never even seen him with Ronnie. How's that? I never even saw him with Ronnie G.
Well, he has some pictures with Ronnie. But I think, you know, that's
okay. Who did I see him with? I saw Gene quite a few times with my son. I saw him with Anthony Ruggiano, Jr. saw him with the kids in the neighborhood, but I never saw him with Vinny Asaro or Ronnie J.
You never seen him with Chris Cognata either.
No, I never saw them together either.
You seen him running from him.
Well, I've seen a lot of people running from Chris. No, I never saw anybody running from him, truthfully. I don't know. He was a nice kid to me, so I was I was the mother that they all like to come by my house and hang out, but they were
You know, that's the sad part.
In my house, they were always respectful in my house.
And that was the sad part because he
even
was like
Gene. Even Gene.
Didn't you say Gene was a friend of your family? I mean, you guys, he came to your house, hung out and stuff?
Well, he was friends with my son at one time. Yeah.
Right.
And friends with my son and Anthony Ruggiano's son were best friends. And Little Rouge and Gene are cousins. So I didn't see Gene as much as I saw Rouge. Rouge practically lived at my house, but Gene didn't. But I did see him, you know, quite a few times. But like I said, they were respectful kids, especially Anthony Ruggiano. You couldn't find two nicer kids, two more respectful, well-polite kids than my son and Little Rouge.
I guess the father did a good job with him then.
No, the mother did a great job with him. The
I
mother
knew you were
did
going
a
to say
great
that.
job. Yeah. Alice was a sweetheart. Alice was a doll. So,
Angel, can I ask you something? And I like to ask Marla something. And Marla too. Do you think it's kind of scary now that people are showing up at people's houses for physical confrontation?
What did you ask?
Is it kind of scary when people start showing up at houses for physical confrontation?
Is it scary?
I mean, we do know this is going to escalate. This ain't going to get better.
If people keep doing what they're doing, it's probably going to get worse.
Because you're going to start having copycats. And then people are going to start seeing it, how easy it is. Now, when I pulled up on Sammy, I came off with a polite tone to him and stuff. And the reason that Gerard went after me is because I was filming Sammy as he talked to me. Mm-hmm. And I was away from, it was his place of business. And I was away, it was the studio. Actually, it wasn't even his place of business. It was a studio that did all the shooting of the show. And then I'm thinking to myself, okay, so that happened. And that got a lot of publicity. And this happens. And I'm not going to really talk about it because I don't really care about it. Mm-hmm.
Well, I'm going to say this. I'm going to interrupt you for 1 minute and just say that a lot of people on here have very short memories. But go ahead, finish.
Yeah, it's like, people do have short memories. And then I went back and I seen some videos where this certain person said such horrible, mean, rotten things about me. And I'm thinking to myself, wow. You know, it's one thing going after people. But when you get down to this low level, you know, a lot of these guys on here get so low and personal that all it's going to take is one psychopath. You know, that's all it's going to take. And we keep saying this.
I said it from day one. Yeah. I said it from day one. Somebody's going to get hurt.
Yeah.
You know, when Sammy was walking toward me, you know what I was thinking? I was saying, wow, Sammy's lucky that I'm not Huck and I just got out of jail and I'm coming back to finish my job. You know, it's like he was that close. He was like sitting right in front of me. I could have been a psycho. And you start messing, you don't ever know who you're messing with on here. You could be messing with a 5'2" guy and think that he's a joke, and he turns out not to be a joke. And we don't know anything about these people.
You don't know who these people are that are on the internet. You have no idea who they are. And somebody can just whip out a gun, start shooting up your house, start shooting up your car, hurt your family, hurt you. It's really, people need to get a little bit, people need to smarten up a lot. Yeah.
because
Well, you know, Angel, when I drove away from Gerard was in the car. He jumped on top of me. He punched me. But I'm thinking to myself, I thought afterwards, I said, say that Gerard just had a knife and stabbed me in the neck. Just like
Exactly.
that. Just like that. You know, something that I did. I really, you know, would I do it again? Yes, I would do it again. Only
That's
because
not
it's
too
Sammy
smart.
Gravano. You got to
What do you
understand,
mean?
it's Sammy Gravano, people. I would do that again to Sammy Gravano. But it is that easy to hurt somebody. And anybody could do it to anybody. So people really need to watch what they're saying.
I have to actually say I was shocked when I saw that. I was like the night that that event took place, I wasn't following it, so I wasn't sure who started what with who said what to who, because I didn't even know one of them was still around. And then when that happened, I looked and I thought, oh my gosh, because I caught the first live that individual did, caught that first. And at first, I was reading a chat and people were saying that it was fake blood. And I thought, well, really? And then the more I watched, it was like, oh no, this isn't fake. This is real. This really went down. This really happened. And then I kind of, felt bad for the individual. Because I wasn't sure what happened. I heard that he was jumped, and I mean, 5-on-1 is not.
Okay. We don't know the details on it, Marla.
We don't, so that still hasn't been cleared up.
No, we don't know the details. The
Okay.
details don't match anything. We don't know the details. That's as simple as we could put it. Nobody should be going over to nobody's house and doing that. But at the same time, when you shouldn't be calling people over to your house to fight you. It's just not a good idea. You know, when I did this thing with Sammy, these people that were involved in this, they all put up these long. Couple people did shows on how I was wrong with going to Sammy, and then they're involved in something 10 times worse than me and Sammy. I just got punched in the temple and I drove away. You know, and that's it. I mean, you know, we haven't talked about this, Angel. We haven't talked about this for 5 days, and we're not saying nothing negative about anything, but it's stupid. It's stupid, guys. Keep on talking about people, and this is many people, not one certain person. It's many people, and this is what happens. This is why I stopped doing lives, Angel. This is one of the reasons.
Are we allowed to ask like what started it without going into too much detail? Did somebody threaten somebody, or did somebody invite somebody? Because I
Here's
can't
what
get a straight story from the chat.
Well, here's what Stone Sailor says. They were technically invited over to the house. He actually challenged them and said he would give them $1,500 if they had the guts to come to his house.
Oh.
And so I didn't even know that. I don't watch FBS anymore, so I don't even know what the story is behind that. All I know is it's one extra kick, one guy pulling out a knife. We have a horrible tragedy. That's what it comes down to. Over YouTube.
Is that true? What Mob Rat Bully just said? Is that true? Did somebody's child get doxxed?
I'm not. Listen, I'll be honest with you. Whatever these
I
guys
can
are
tell
fighting
you
about,
this. I don't know about whose kids got doxxed or slandered. I know mine were.
Yep.
For a whole year. So about anybody else, I don't know.
Oh wow.
See, here's what I'm really afraid is going to happen here. Somebody that's unstable, that's not associated with anybody, is going to go visit somebody and hurt somebody. That's the person that you got to fear the most. That unstable person that just wants to, hey, look, I could do this. You had three content creators that had shows on YouTube last year that were killed. One content creator had his family killed. The guy went in and killed the family. All because of YouTube.
Crazy. It's crazy.
And that's where we're at.
First of all, it gets so dirty on here, downright dirty, that Is it surprising that something happened to someone? No, only because it gets so damn dirty. You know, you're not supposed to go after families. That's it. You want to rip each other apart, but to go after families is so wrong. It's wrong.
Well, I like
That's it.
what James. I'm sorry, Angel. What James says. Copycats will follow this lead. Absolutely. If you live in a house right now and you're a part of any of this, you got to change your security. That's what it comes down to. Because all it takes is one psychopath, and there's plenty of them around here. You say the wrong thing about their child or something, somebody's dying of cancer and says, I don't care, I got nothing to lose.
That's a scary thought.
Yeah.
But that's the world. That's the world we live in now, Angel.
Exactly. Yes, it
I
is.
do not miss doing lives. I like coming on your live because you have a different type of people here.
Well, I'm not doing a lot of lives anymore. I said I would do one a week, and we did something for Patreon, which was really good. I really enjoyed that. The four of us, Marla, you, James, and myself. I really liked doing that.
Someone told me that you're interviewing Gene Barillo on Patreon.
Yeah, no, that's not true. And,
that's not true?
No.
Bobby Luisi?
No. I would never interview anybody who did what those people did to other men. No, I would never do that. But anyway,
it's kind of amazing, Angel. I'm sorry. Finish, Angel. I apologize.
No, go ahead. I was just going to say that
it's like this Joey Merlino.
Go ahead.
This Joey Merlino thing and going after his wife, and the person going after his wife. So if
we're supposed to believe newspaper articles, Callie, then we have to believe yours that you robbed your grandmother of her house. Isn't that true? If you're going to start reciting newspaper articles and believe like gossip mongers like Capici, then we have to believe everybody. We have to believe that he robbed his elderly grandmother's house, right?
Well, here's the problem. Here's the biggest problem that I have with this whole thing. Talking about the man's wife. Personally, that's their business. And
who even knows if they were together?
Angel, you're cutting me off. Let me finish.
Well, because you cut me off a lot.
Stop acting like this is your show.
It is.
Okay. Okay. So Gene started talking about Merlino's wife, and then Gene also said that he's talking about Merlino's wife because he talked about his mother. No. He did not talk about your mother, Gene. What he did is he said your mother went to court with you. He never said nothing negative about your mother. He was talking negative about you.
But didn't Gene start the whole thing?
And then you bring his wife up, dude. Come on. It's not cool.
Didn't he start the whole thing? Why do you even go after somebody like Joey Merlino? Why would anybody go after him?
Well, there's a lot of reasons to go after Joey Merlino.
Yeah, why? Why did anybody who testified against anybody? Why do they have
a lot of people believe Joey Merlino shouldn't be on here.
It's none of their business. Exactly. It's nobody's business what he does. It's no one's business.
That's what that Sakali guy was saying. I watched his because Lee said something about what the Gene kid said something to Merlino. So then he came and did a live and told him not to do it anymore. But then he doesn't make. Is he slow? Like, did something happen to him?
Who?
He's definitely not slow. No, he's not slow.
No. I don't know. He came off slow or something to me. When he was doing that, I don't know what it was. He just came off kind of slow to me because he was like, on one hand, he was like, he didn't care that Merlino was on YouTube. But on the other hand, he was like, if I got a chance to ask him one question, he was right here, I would ask him, why are you on here? You're still a boss. And it's just like,
he's not a boss so much. Listen, we're going to do a show tomorrow. And put up paperwork that proves that he's not the boss. he has nothing to do with Philadelphia anymore. It's the most ridiculous thing they're talking about right now. It's a myth. They said somebody in the street told me. I hear this. I'm going to show you we just did a show we're putting up tomorrow. We'll show actual paperwork that proves that Joey Merlino is not in charge of Philadelphia.
Is he going to rat somebody out?
No, I'm not going to rat anybody out. I'm just going to prove that that's a lie. Even Joey says he has nothing. He's not in charge of.
Listen, the fact that he's here on YouTube and doing lives, that tells me he's not a part of anything.
Right. And what is he? And the only thing he's talked about since he's been on is sports and the rats. He hasn't talked about anything else.
Exactly. He talks about his own experiences, what happened to him, and what he went to prison for, and that's it. So I don't.
Jeff, I see Jeff in the chat.
People so much. Why does it bother people? Like, seriously, what do you care?
Because they're jealous of how quick his show is growing.
His show is tremendous.
But it's good.
He's not even on a month. And how many subs does he have already?
24,000.
Okay, not even a month yet.
Not even a month.
But his shows are good. I watched.
He had 1,200 people in his live the other day, and no, it wasn't even a live. It was a premiere.
Yep.
It was a premiere.
Yep,
he had 1,200 people. So why does anybody care? And then how could you sit there and you're gonna just keep on ratting, I guess, because you're calling him, he's a mob boss, he's this, he's that. Why are you doing that? You already did that on the stand. You do it every week when you come on here.
Yeah, and even if he was the boss of the family, why the hell are they talking about it?
It's not
because they'll
business.
Talk about anything.
It's really not their business. They're jealous. It seems like they're jealous. Like, why are you going after somebody who you basically, what is it? Carried his mud, or so to speak. He did his time. He did what he was supposed to do.
Right, exactly. He did his time. He was gunned down. He had his best friend murdered right next to him. They both got shot and laid on the sidewalk. His friend died, like literally in his arms. I mean, no one can't say the guy ain't the real deal, because he's the real deal, and that bothers people. That bothers these guys, because they're not the real deal. They lost their gangster card once they ratted. They lost their gangster card.
Listen,
and no matter what they say, and then they say, "Oh, the Philly," and this was Jeff Canarsie can definitely say this. The Philly mob has 3 guys. There's street. Does anybody realize how brutal the Philly mob was? I mean, are you kidding me, Gene? Gene, you ran around Howard Beach. Are you comparing that to Philly? You had rich people like Angel Gotti living in Howard Beach.
Listen, you can't compare home invasions to anything else that anybody. I mean, come on, it's so ridiculous. It really is. It's so childish. Like this is what bothers me, and I'll say this. This is probably the 1,000th time I'm going to say it. These guys, they testify against people, put these men away, and then they come onto social media, and then they start not only ripping apart the people they put away, but they start ripping the families apart as well. And then somebody comes out and answers them back, and they get like vicious little bitches. And they'll go after you even more. No, take your medicine. That's what your medicine is. You did this. You get on social media and you start attacking people. The men that you put away, you're attacking them. You're making money off of this by going after
Maureen,
these people.
Maureen, I never said South Philly was poor. I said that Howard Beach is a lot. Howard Beach is Howard Beach. People want to live in Howard Beach.
What, people don't want to live in Philadelphia?
Not anymore.
That's not true. Maureen lives in Philly.
You go live in Philadelphia, it ain't true.
Maureen has a beautiful house, by the way.
Apartments down by Angel. They got some nice, beautiful apartments down by Kensington. Condos.
Listen to me. Maureen has a beautiful home. A very
On the
beautiful
outs,
home.
not in Philly, right? On the outskirts of Philly, maybe.
No, she's in Philly. She's got
Like,
a
is she in the
beautiful
city
home.
of Philly?
I
Is she in
don't
the
know.
city
She
of Philly?
lives in Philly and she's got a beautiful home, Lee. Have you ever been
Is
to
she in the
Philly?
city of Philly, Angel? That's what I'm
Have
saying.
you
The
ever
actual city,
been there?
downtown.
Have you ever been there?
Yes, I hated it. I was there a couple times. Oh, I could tell you a story about there, man. Oh
Okay,
my
tell
God.
us.
I'm going to tell you about a story when I was in
Tell
Philly.
us. Tell us.
Huh? No, I
Tell
can't
us.
tell it here.
Yeah, why?
Oh, because it has to do with a Russian chick and shit like that. Because there's a lot of Russians in Philadelphia.
So what? There's a lot of Russians everywhere.
I never told you this story. I'm going to tell you this story when I'm not on. It's kind of a funny story.
Okay.
Kind of scary too.
Okay. Is this like the story you told me with the other guy, the cigarettes or something?
Hey, Maureen, don't tell me to shut up. I can say what I want, just like you could say what you want. I don't like Philly, okay? You like Philly. Go ahead and like Philly. I think it's a dump.
Well, she doesn't like Texas. What do you think of that?
Well, I don't blame her.
That's so funny. Gianni says Callie sure as hell does not actually talk to anybody other than rats, cops, and weirdo mob pumps. Yeah, I just can't. I think it's so funny when they get on here and they say, "Oh, and all 5 families don't like that he's on here." Really? How the hell do you know?
Well, that one guy said, that's the Cali guy, he says he still talks to people that are in that life.
Yeah, doubt it.
He's like, I don't know what's wrong. Something about him is just not right. He comes off slow to me or something, or he comes off extremely jealous when it comes to Joey. But he comes off slow to me, or something ain't right with him. I don't know. Could just be me. Cornball. Maybe that's the word I'm looking for. Cornball.
Yeah,
that
what's this
OTB is the
world coming
palest.
to? Yeah, that OTB doesn't exist anymore. I think they took
None
down
of
all
them
the
do, man.
OTBs. I wonder if they took down the one that was on Hempstead Turnpike.
Okay, I'm going to tell people why I'm so hard on Philly, because I hate any Philly organization, any sports Phillies. I hate the Phillies. I hate the more than anything the football team, the hockey team, the basketball team. I just don't like Philly. That's just it. I'm just not a Philly fan. I'm an anti-Philly fan.
Okay. Maureen says to Callie, steady throwing people under the bus, claiming he speaks to Philly. I strongly doubt that. I strongly doubt that. But whatever. I'm sure all 5 families are all getting together and saying, let's get a message ready to give to Dominic Sicali.
No, they're all what's his name? Joey saying, "Hey, I can't talk today. I got to go run to the city of Philly from Miami."
Yeah. And then Gene says, "Oh yeah, and people were only talking to John Jr. because of his father." Gene, shut up. Shut up, you idiot. You have no idea what you're talking about. God.
Yes, Boston J. It goes back to Dr. J and Mo Cheeks. And actually, to me, I'm a big Giants fan, and they suck really bad. And that rivalry between the Giants and and Philadelphia have always been huge. It's like I live here in Dallas. Dallas. I can't stand as a football team more than any team.
Huh?
Yeah, Dallas.
What did he just say?
You don't like the Dallas Cowboys?
I love when Dallas gets off to a good start because you know they're going to fall flat on their face and disappoint everybody.
Hi, Wyatt. Hi, Danny Green. How are you? Hi, Andrew Woods.
Boy, I can't even believe I admitted I was a New York Giant fan.
One of my nephews is a Giant fan.
This was like the worst year in New York sports history between the Mets, the Yankees,
Marla just told me
Giants, the Jets.
Marla just told me that somebody wants the link, so I'm gonna drop it. I'm very, very surprised. Okay.
Is it Dominic Chikala?
No. No. Oh, look, that was quick. Hello there.
Oh, what's going on, my man?
What's going on, Lee? How are you?
Good to see
How are
you. Here.
you?
Oh, I'm doing.
I love that mic. I love that mic.
So, what do you think about all this stuff
Ooh.
going on, my man?
What particular stuff?
There's so much going. There's so much going on. Just give us your insight.
Well,
I'm sure you have it because you're one of the few guys around here that actually puts up actual mob stuff.
Oh, will he really? Well, he should check with his friend first because his friend and him talk. But go ahead.
I think in doing 10 years of this, you're always going to have people that are crazy and going to show up at your house. Like they've all threatened to kill me time and time again. But I think, Lee, I think you brought up a really good point. It's not the guy that's the loudest in the room. It's the guy that doesn't say anything that's going to show up. And that's a problem. And regardless of 1-on-1, 2-on-1, 5-on-1, doesn't really matter because at the end of the day, you still have to own what comes out of your mouth. And that's just the truth. Even if there's one instance, and I said this earlier on my podcast, even if there's one instance where you really didn't do something wrong, it's everything you've done in the totality of 2 years that's going to get you caught up in it. You know what I mean? It's unfortunate, but it is what it is. It's not my problem. You know?
You just seriously, everybody should really watch what they say about people's families. Like when they talk about people's wives, their kids, their mothers, their fathers, there might be a grave consequence to that. So everybody should definitely cut back a whole bunch of crap.
Yeah.
And I like to say one thing. I do not get along with Jeff Nadeau. I don't like a lot of things that Jeff Nadeau does. But Jeff Nadeau's father just died, and I like to give my and tell Jeff Nadeau right on this show that I'm very sorry to hear about your dad.
I'm very sorry about your dad dying too, Nadeau, but you ripped my dad apart at least once or twice a week. But I am very sorry that yours died.
Nobody,
you're right. Yeah.
No comment.
So there, Wise Guy TV. He said DB said DP. They had OTB New York City in the 2000s. I couldn't believe it, but the last OTB closed in 2010 in Manhattan. I thought it happened a lot earlier than that. I remember there was an OTB somewhere near Chinatown because when we were when my brother's trials were over there, I would see the OTB there, and man, was it packed.
Yes.
Packed.
I worked on 42nd in Times Square in 78, 79, 80, and 81. And OTB was right there across the street. It was there for years, and it was a really big one. It was near Bonds and stuff. I don't know if you remember Bonds.
Yeah. Do they? Brian G says they still have them on Long Island. Is that? I remember there was one on Hempstead Turnpike. I think East Meadow. Is that one still there?
Maureen Moe, I like you. I have nothing against you whatsoever. I'm just not a Philly fan.
TV. Wise Guy TV, you're the reason for this live tonight. I just want you to know, because you left a comment saying, please go live. And I didn't see it until this morning, I think, today. And so I said, you know what, let's do a live tonight. But you are the reason for it. Yeah, and Tony B, you're right. One bad apple it takes. Exactly.
You know, it's funny, Angel, when you brought up the whole headline thing, it's funny. They want to believe headlines from like salacious bullshit from George Anastasia. Maybe if they're going to believe those headlines about a guy's wife, they ought to believe the headlines from the 90s about what men are capable of down there.
Oh, that's a good point.
And you know what, Jeff? Even if it was true, it's nobody's damn business. It's a husband and wife. Shit happens between a husband and wife. I'm not saying it's true, but if it was.
Listen, when you've been together 30 some years, shit's bound to not
Who
be
knows if they
perfect.
weren't broken up anyway? Nobody knows anybody's business.
They don't. Nope.
And that's
exactly
a
right.
quick way to get the wrong attention of somebody. I'm just
Yes, but you're absolutely right. It's like when people used to say stuff to Angel, really, really negative stuff. I used to say to myself, what happens if there's one person out there that loved John Gotti and said, I'm not going to do this no more. I'm going to take care of this. Because you have a lot of people out here that would do very violent stuff.
Yeah.
And you just never know.
I never once ever told anybody in my family anything that ever went on social media. Ever. Never told them. So if somebody thought they were I used to think that people were actually trying to set up my family by doing those things, but they were wasting their time because I never told anybody in my family anything ever.
And Angel, what I was thinking too, and you're absolutely right for not doing that, by the way. I used to always talk to you about that, remember?
Yeah.
I used to always ask you that question, but I was thinking, with Sammy Gravano, I'm going to tell you something. When you kill somebody one time, you could do it again. And one thing I remember about that whole incident with Sammy is the look on his face when he was telling his son to pull me out of the car. You see, people say, oh, he won't do anything wrong anymore. You don't know that. And remember, he was telling his son to pull me out of the car. Why would he tell his son to pull me out of the car? Were they going to pull me out and hug me? It's you got people like that, and maybe I could have learned the hard way, but you know what? I got about 5,000 subs in a month out of it, so I'll do it again. That's how I look at it.
Wait, what? How are you teaching people?
I said I put my life on the line and got
preaching? But how are you preaching to people to be careful, and yet you would do it again?
Well, Angel, it's 5,000 subs.
Oh my!
It's all about the numbers.
I got punched in the temple. Okay,
God.
I'll take a shot. I'll take a shot in the temple for another 5.
Marlo was
it's
right
not
on
a joke, Lee Cole. Don't make it into a joke.
I'm not joking, Angel. That's the scary part. I'm not joking.
Marlo was
Lee Cole would actually risk his life just to get 5,000 subs.
Well, yeah, because.
Oh, Jesus, Lee.
What the hell? Hey, listen, Angel. Say Sammy killed me. You would love me then because Sammy killed me. And he's probably going to go to prison because I wasn't on his property. And they came to my car. I didn't go to their business. So Sammy's out of the way.
Oh, my God. No, I wouldn't.
And I'll be tied with Sammy Gravano forever.
No, that's crazy. Oh my God.
And Mike DeBello says egos are going to be the cause of someone really getting hurt. Yes, Mike, you're absolutely right.
Yes, exactly. And how long have we been saying it on here? We've been saying it for what? A year now? A year and a half?
Yeah.
Like somebody's going to get hurt and somebody's going to go away.
Oh, okay. Rich said, Lee, you're pressing charges. Who's pressing charges? Rich, are you retarded?
Wait, what?
Rich, I think Rich is a little retarded. So, Rich, listen, you retard. I never thought once about Angel Gotti. Well, Angel, what did I tell you right after that happened? I wouldn't call who?
Wait, what? I didn't hear you. What?
Didn't I tell you as soon as that happened with Sammy Gravano? Didn't I tell you right off the bat that I don't call cops?
Yes. Yes.
Right off the bat,
I thought he had your phone. And then they were going to
even if he did, I wouldn't have called the cops. Right. Even if he had my phone, I wouldn't have called the cops. It wasn't even in my mind. Never even came to me to call the cops. So, Rich, take your hairless ball sack and go fuck yourself. Okay.
Get off my lawn.
Yeah. Tony B says, Angel, I remember you saying how your father said the internet will ruin the world. He was right. Yes, he was.
So I just want to say Marlo was 100% right, and it's jealousy. And if you believe the press clippings, okay, not a single one of these guys other than baldy fuckface Gravano was ever anything in that life. Sicali wasn't even a made guy. So for somebody with the background of Joey coming onto YouTube, they want to latch on. Even A-Light now is saying he got the murder contract on Joey in the 90s now.
Wait, what?
Yeah. Yeah, he's telling everybody that.
Oh my God.
Yeah, he's all over YouTube. So I think when you have somebody that legitimately was at some point what the government says is a boss or whatever, they're going to latch on to that. Because if you look at his numbers, he's going to surpass all of them in weeks.
Is.
And so now they want to latch on to him. And I'm sorry, but Dominic Sicali is slow.
Okay, see, I'm glad I'm not the only one who noticed.
When you're done with this show, Marlo, when you're done with the show, go over and look at the show.
I would never watch him.
Go look at the show I just put out, and it proves how slow he is. I call him duh.
Yeah, Espresso says, Lee, what do you mean you don't call cops? You called the cops on Damien Tripes. No, I never called the cops on Damien Tripes. Was I pissed and said it? Yeah, but I never called the cops. You guys got to understand one thing. I hate cops. I mean, I don't hate cops per se. I hate being around the law, because what's the first thing they do when they come to see you? They ask you for your identification and they run all your information.
That's what I get.
Why do I want anybody? Yes. No, I don't want nobody to see my information. Rich says Lee's biggest accomplishment was changing the gay glory holes on 42nd Street. Rich, do you remember me?
Oh, the sticky floor buildings.
Let's see. I want to show everybody something. Let's show this. This is James texted me earlier that he did this, and this is for Joy and her brother Alan. So let me get this. Okay. Can everybody see it? Oh, let me hit the like button.
Yes.
Can everybody see it? You can see it. Okay, so here we go.
His murder is still relevant 45 years later. Alan Kaiser was a 16-year-old teenager who was killed by Semi Gravano and Louis Melito on August 5, 1977. Gravano was seeking revenge on a young man named Aldo Candido and ambushed him when he left the house. Unfortunately, Alan Kaiser was headed home from his girlfriend's house, and Gravano shot him in the head with a shotgun blast, execution style, while lying on the ground because Gravano saw Alan as a loose end who witnessed a crime. Alan was not involved with Aldo or Gravano. Gravano admitted to this murder in 91 when he flipped. His stories changed through the years, and he's lied about that night by saying that Alan was a drug addict. He lied when he said he apologized to the family. The only other witness to this murder of an innocent child is Louis Melito, but he was also killed by Gravano in 1986. Melito was supposedly Gravano's best friend, but was killed so Gravano could take over his business. There is no closure for the victims because Gravano continues to glorify being a serial killer. Who is Alan Kaiser, and why is his murder still relevant 45 years later? Alan Kaiser was...
Okay. The only thing that James got wrong here is that he was shot in the back of the head running away.
No, he was shot in the back of the head, Angel.
I just said that. He was shot in the back of the head running away.
Yeah, but he still said he was shot in the back of the head.
Well, he said he was shot while laying on the ground.
Excuse me, Angel.
Well, I just said the only thing he got wrong was that. That's it. But yeah, he was shot in the back of the head running away. Unlike Gravano's lies that he was lying on the ground and shot in the chest and then shot in the head.
Well, Gravano's a certifiable liar.
Yeah, without a doubt.
Because
He's
today...
Jeff, he's a cartoon character too.
Yeah, he is. He today on our podcast we were talking about Tommy Gambino and Joe Gambino, And the only reason why they got indicted for racketeering was because Sammy told the FBI they were involved in it. And then he sat literally on the stand and played like he had no idea what they were talking about, which is odd because the only reason why they got indicted is because of him. And then he sat there and basically changed his story 9 different times on the stand yet again. Unreal.
How about when Chris Colombo went on to Francis, and Francis didn't have the guts to open up his mouth when Colombo said to him that he believed that Sammy was always an informant, and he also believed that not just Sammy, also who else was it, Angel, that he said was an informant?
Who are you talking about?
Chris Colombo. He was interviewed by. I put the short up on it. He was interviewed by Francis a few days ago.
Okay.
And he came out during that show, and he said that he believes that that the guy was always that Sammy Gravano was always an asset to the FBI. And if you break things down with Sammy, there's a lot of things that kind of show that he was involved in a murder. Jeff, do you remember the murder that he was involved with when he was with the Colombos, and he barely went to prison for it?
Which one? There's
He
several.
didn't go to prison for it. Yeah,
Well,
there was a murder of two guys, and I was reading the documents on it, and James was telling me that what was on the documents.
You got to find this.
Guys,
Go ahead.
So there were 2 guys in the 70s that was killed, and Sammy was pulled in and investigated about the murders, but he wound up doing a little bit of jail time, never no prison time, and he was a suspect in those murders. And this is when Chris Colombo feels that he became an informant for the FBI in the 70s.
Yeah, I think that's when he shot the gay bartender that he was in a relationship with.
Wait, what?
Yeah. Yep. Him and Louis Melito were both having this thing with this gay bartender in Brooklyn, and they killed him.
I don't believe Louis Melito would.
Oh, I can show you paperwork.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't believe it about Louis Melito.
Believe
Gravano,
it
that
or
was
not.
always rumors. There were always rumors of that.
Not Louis Melito. That's not who I meant. Scabetta, the brother-in-law, not Louis
Oh,
Melito.
the
yeah, I was
brother-in-law,
going to
right.
say Louis.
Yeah, I was wondering
Melito.
what you meant,
Are you
Louis.
crazy?
No.
I can picture
Sorry
Louis
about
beating
that.
somebody up during. I can
No.
picture him beating somebody up, but
Oh, so
No.
you're talking
That's
about
about
the brother-in-law.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Okay, all right. Good thing we cleared that up.
So Chris Colombo has a problem with rats, but doesn't mind sitting down with one. That's funny to me.
yeah, but a lot of people don't. Unfortunately, a lot of people don't look at Michael as a rat. It's unfortunate, but it's the truth.
Yeah, Chris Colombo ought to be very careful what he says for the next couple weeks. That's all I'm going to say.
And I like Chris Colombo.
Oh, liking him is one thing, but he should be honest about his criminal case.
Wait, what?
That's all I'm going to say.
Jeff, you. One thing I know about you, Jeff, when you say something, you're gonna show facts.
Yep, absolutely.
And so I would never argue with you about it. And
No, his HBO show was hilarious. Did you ever watch that?
He had an HBO show?
Yeah, he did a reality show about him being a bookmaker for the Colombos and being on house arrest, and he's at strip clubs every day.
Oh, how long ago was that?
15, 20 years ago.
Oh, wait,
that's where you met. That's where you met him, Jeff.
Yeah.
Wait, so Wise Guy TV says, Lee, remember what Hootie said in that interview you did with him?
Oh yeah, you're right. You're absolutely right. I forgot about that. You're right, Wise Guy. Hootie said something that was kind of eerie the way he said it. He says it's only a matter of time before somebody gets hurt on here. And it was just. Does anybody realize how short Hootie is?
3'5".
I think he's shorter than that because I seen him standing next to what's his name from Springfield, Aralotta, and he's the same height as Aralotta. Who's shorter than John A. Light.
All right, I'm gonna put the I can't put the link in. Damn it! Fuck shit.
Link.
I was.
Gianni,
You know what?
Gianni says Hootie's a garden gnome.
Oh my God.
I don't know. There's somebody else that fits the garden gnome thing, but I'm going to be nice today.
Oh, I know you're talking about. He does perfectly. He does. You're absolutely right.
Everyone thinks they are unbreakable. Yes, this is very true.
Copy.
Let's see.
So Angel and Lee, I'm sending you the link to that HBO show he was on, just so you can watch it.
Oh, okay, good.
It's actually it's worth watching. It's funny.
Really, it is. It's good. Excuse me.
Yeah, you'll
Good
like it.
show?
You'll like it.
Okay. And he was it was on HBO.
Yeah, he was under house arrest for bookmaking charges and gambling
Why
charges.
do I vaguely remember something about this?
Yeah, I forgot what
He
it
was under house arrest.
Yeah, yeah. And he had the dogs that kept banging each other through the whole
Oh
fucking
my
shoot.
God. Are
And
you
it's
kidding?
No, it's weird too, because it was like a big bulldog and then like a friggin' out of them dogs with the big eyes, not the Pekingese, the other ones.
Bulldogs?
Carlos wants to know if
Those
you can
little
see it.
terrier things?
Yeah.
The terriers?
Can you watch
Those
that on
Boston
HBO Max?
Terriers? Jeff,
What?
Boston Terriers?
No, the remember that movie with Will Smith with the aliens? They had the dog that talked.
No,
Oh God.
I didn't
hell?
see that movie.
The hell kind of dogs are
Heidi
those?
Black says, then you have the subs instigating and sitting in there while they speak on people's family members. It's disgusting. I agree.
Carlos says, can I find the Columbo stream on HBO Max?
No, I don't think so. I found it on YouTube. It's really old. It's got to be 20 years old, easy.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
You know, it's amazing that when his father was shot, and he was shot in the head, the arm, and somewhere else on his body, and he should have died, and he wound up living 7 years.
Yeah, that's sad.
And the family was fighting. Some of the people in the family were fighting to disconnect him, and the judge actually said that. Well, they proved that he moved the finger and something else, another part of his body, and so they decided not to unhook him, even though half the family wanted him disconnected.
Yeah,
and the other half didn't want him disconnected.
And it's
Very
either way.
interesting story.
Either way you break it down, it's unfortunate a guy loses a dad that way. That's sad.
Well, who are you talking about?
Joe Colombo.
Because he lived for 7 more years.
Time, right? He lived a long time, like a vegetable.
Yeah, it was like 7 years or something like that, right?
Yeah, 7 years, and he was considered in grave condition when he was shot, which makes it, and he took a bullet in the head. But people don't realize the bullet in the arm was worse than the bullet in the head, because the bullet in the arm severed that major artery.
Yuck, yuck, yuck.
Angela says, you stop this violence by not going at people's family. I don't care who it is. I agree.
Agreed.
That's the thing that I could never understand is like, okay, you hate me and I hate you, but why are you going to start saying shit about my kids? Like, why would you do that?
I agree.
They want to hit you where it hurts.
That's exactly it. That's exactly it. Everybody can't get to the jugular fast enough. They can't get to that jugular. Everybody wants, you get angry and you want to go for the jugular. It's not good. It's not good. What's this?
I don't think I ever did anything like that. Although my friend Joe Bag of Stupidity is going in every chat room still spewing his crazy stuff. So
I wouldn't just ignore it.
No, I listen, at this point in the game, I don't care who says what. Just say whatever you want. Just don't come near me and say it. That's all.
Yeah.
Angel, are you going to share that? Are you going to share that link for Gene's new show?
No. And I don't think you should either.
No.
That's how these guys get so big, is because everybody on here, every content creator has to, share the other people's shit.
That's a good point.
That's what happens.
Yeah, a lot of people, if they didn't promote other people, their crazy shit, they wouldn't even be, here, I guess.
Yeah. See, now, last night, there was a little thing going on between Angela and Jesse Roth. And instead of letting it escalate and get out of control, Angela jumped on and had a nice discussion with Jesse Roth. That's what people should do. You have a problem, nip it in the bud. Get up there and curse each other out. Do what you have to do. Talk out your differences and then end it. That's it. End it.
I found that Lee's the only one that does that with me. Everybody else just surreptitiously does crazy shit.
Because I don't like fighting with you, Jeff.
Nah.
I like you. I like you.
I don't like fighting with anybody.
I don't have any bad ill will toward you.
Oh,
what Angel does.
Well,
Angel calls me. I'm sorry. Angel calls me up and goes, "Lee Cole, I'm mad at you, Lee Cole," in that voice. And the minute she does that, my hair stands up.
Oh, I never got the pleasure of being told that someone was mad. I got a very friendly text with hugs and kisses and middle fingers, and
I'll tell anybody that I'm mad. I don't care. I'll say it.
Well, in the beginning, she didn't even call me or nothing. She sent me evil, evil, evil.
Oh.
Yeah. Is this true to MTR?
Yeah, he used to call.
Joey has been at this since the 90s.
Yes.
He was on radio shows.
He used to call and talk about the Eagles and the Phillies and the fucking Flyers. Yeah.
Okay, so why are people all bent out of shape now?
They're jealous.
They're not bent. Angel, if they were bent out of shape, his show wouldn't be growing. It's only a certain handful of people bent out of shape.
Yeah, that's true. But why stop fighting with the guy?
When these informants come on.
Do you guys really?
Wait, you can't both speak at the same time. And I know Lee Cole is a hog. We know this.
I'll be quiet.
Go ahead, Lee Cole.
No, Jeff, go. Jeff, go.
No, the only thing that I was going to say, if anybody believes that New York gives one fucking shit about what anybody else does, they're out of their minds.
Like, who cares?
They don't care.
Go ahead, Lee Cole.
Anyway.
And the amount of stuff that Joey has done for the community where he lives, and you could see it. It's not hard to see. I mean, there's lots of. He was never shy of the camera.
Oh no!
Right, Jeff? He's never been shy of the camera.
Definitely not.
He's been on camera his whole life.
Definitely not shy of really anything, to be honest with you.
And these guys talking crap about him. I'll bet you none of these guys talking crap about him had a father like his.
No. And I think a lot of these people talking crap wouldn't dare say it to him either.
Dot Sidious has a very good point. Joey has a great sports show with a couple of stories in the mix. If people want to hear all gangster talk, listen to the Rats.
Listen, all he talked about was what he got arrested for. That's
exactly.
In his case, that's not allocuting. That's not doing anything. Besides, when you talk about allocution anyway, back in the old days, and I said this on my show today, so Angel, I'm sure somebody will rat me out to you and say that I said this, but your dad had no issue with anybody pleading guilty. He had an issue with allocution. And those are two different things. He didn't believe that anybody should admit they were a part of whatever they were a part of. If you want to go plead guilty, fine, but you're not going to stand there and say you're in organized crime, okay? But we see now, since the 90s, now allocution automatically becomes a part of a criminal process. You know what I mean? So it's now you have to stand up and say that you committed crimes at the behest of XYZ.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So allocution's different.
Yeah, they won't give you a plea now unless you do it.
Absolutely 100% right.
Because to them it's a victory.
Right, because you're admitting to something that,
My father could have been taken out of Marion and could have had a whole different outcome if he just would have signed the paper, would not do it. He had admitted that he was part of something, he wouldn't do it. He suffered like a dog. He wouldn't sign that paper.
Well,
That says everything you need
Joey's
to know.
being smart. He's making the camera work for him instead of against him. And the possibility of winning the hearts and minds of possible jurors, God forbid, is genius. I never even thought of that.
It's a very good point. Maybe that's why he was always in front of the camera, because he knew juries would. And he beat, how many charges? He even beat a murder case. I mean,
couple of yeah.
That's what gets me. They said, "Oh, he never has a body." Are you kidding me? He's not going to talk about what he did out in the street.
Listen, acquitted is acquitted.
He was acquitted, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, on a murder charge. That's why they said that. They didn't know what they were talking about because he was put on trial for murder.
Hi, Boston Jay.
Yeah. Well, it's funny because they can acquit you of a murder, but then when they're going for sentencing guidelines, they can use just the mere fact that you were accused of it against you to make your penalty stiffer. It's ridiculous. So if you're acquitted of a murder, Lee, and you go on trial, they can bring that up as sort of a bias to your character. But you can't do that to informants in criminal trials, which is odd to me.
What's Sunday? What are you cooking, Boston Jay?
Football.
Oh, football. Oh, tomorrow I have my nephew's engagement party. I'm very excited.
Is his name John too?
No.
I just like to laugh. There's like 20 Johns in your family.
No.
But that's okay. There's like 7 Tonys in mine. So
yeah, no. Hey, Rich, how are you? No, but his name is Frank.
Really going outside the box on that one.
Wise Guy TV says him not being a rat makes them all look bad.
Yeah.
Is that what's bothering them? I don't understand. Has anybody heard Mikey Scars mention Joey Molino?
No, Mikey Scars ain't going to mention him. That's what separates.
Right.
Mikey Scars will not get. He's too smart to get involved in that crap because he knows it's a losing battle. He doesn't want Joey pulling stuff up on him and start reading his criminal record and stuff. He doesn't want that. But that's what these other guys are going to get now. So Joey's going to come. He'll get some documents, and he'll just read what they did, their charges and stuff.
So what's the stuff that A-Light's making up?
Here's the thing. Angel, I may have told you this story. I can't tell it on here, obviously, but and I'll go back to that in just 1 second. But he's going around on with that weirdo kid that he does his thing with, and he's now saying he saved his life because he got the murder contract in '90 on Joey, which I think is hilarious because we know that's not true, but it's even more not true because of an incident that happened where maybe Joey was in a certain area he was in.
Oh, I know that story.
Yeah, that's what's funny to me. Petrified.
Yeah, I know that story.
Petrified.
Hello there, Tommy Stiggs. How are you? Can't hear, but I'm reading the chat a bit. Good evening, everyone. Gianni, what's happening? MTR, based on your comments, I think I am figuring out a little.
I don't know what that's about.
Oh, he said he can't hear, so he's reading the comments.
Oh. I listen, the guy's just talking about gambling, enjoying his life. It is what it is. They don't like it because he's getting attention. He's not an ugly guy by any stretch of the imagination. He's got charisma, a lot like somebody else that we talk about at times in this genre. People just don't like that. People just don't like that. Look, it's not 1950 anymore. People need to stop with the nonsense and just let people live their lives. Listen, the reality is, and I think, and I'm not going to speak for the guy, but I think he also knows going after the government is not going to be a good thing for him. But that's what he wants to do, and let him do it. Let him do it.
I have to say, as a woman, Mala, I don't know how you feel, but the both of them, him and that
little snuff,
the little kid, not little kid, him. I was gonna say him and that kid, Snuff they're very good looking. So like I could see women like watching them.
Well, Lee, it's time for us to leave.
No, I'm just saying they're both good-looking people. They
Angel's
are.
like,
They're
oh my
good-looking.
God, Victoria, check them out. Check them out. They're
No,
gorgeous,
I did
Victoria.
not. He's not
Do
into
they
any
have
of
an
that.
email? Do they have an
No, they're both married, Lee Cole.
Are they
What's
on
wrong
Twitter?
with you?
Come on, Angel. That never stopped you before.
That's right. Page 2 of the New York Post.
All of a sudden, she doesn't like married men.
That's so, you're so full of it. I could be wrong, Marla, but I think he's always drunk, sipping too much of that EG. Oh.
Well, that could have been it too. I just know that particular live, that was the first one I ever saw of him.
No, he's fucking slow.
he came off slow to me. I thought he was slow. I was just like, damn, this guy's either a cornball or he's really that slow.
He cannot put
Tomorrow,
Chikali's
going to have a show underneath it. It's going to be called Marla.
Fucktard. Angel is wonderful. Hello there, Fucktard.
No, Lee, I'm sure all the informants are going to be coming after me in the next 24 hours. So that ought to be fun.
Got me some more subs this week. Thank you, Maz. He's very, very good to me. Oh, they are Angel, still open. What?
That's what I mean, Angel. He's married too, you know that.
Yeah. And I really like his wife.
Come on. Debbie Reynolds was best friends with Elizabeth Taylor. That didn't stop Elizabeth.
I think that's disgusting.
That didn't stop Elizabeth Taylor.
Yeah, I never liked Elizabeth Taylor. That was disgusting that she did that. And just like I don't like Angelina Jolie. That was disgusting.
Oh, I love Angelina Jolie.
Yeah, you would.
Of course I would.
What did she do wrong, Angelina Jolie?
Brad Pitt was married to Jennifer Aniston.
Oh, so Brad Pitt was there. No, I'm married.
Oh,
I can't
no, he's a piece of shit too. The both of them are.
Oh, I was going to say, because I know his prick just didn't fall out of his pants and he fell on her.
No. Yeah, they're both. That was terrible. She's so sweet. Well, I don't know if she's sweet in real life, but she was like.
Didn't she adopt like 62 black children by now?
No, she didn't adopt anybody. Leave her alone.
No, that's Angelina Jolie.
Angela Jolie.
All those kids, yeah.
Oh yeah,
that's
she has
the big
a lot
thing.
of kids.
Yeah, the big thing in Hollywood now is to adopt black children and turn them into the opposite sex.
Oh, wait, boy. What?
Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
Listen, I don't like her, but I don't even know what the heck you're talking about.
She did French kiss her brother on national television.
I don't know if she French kissed him. She kissed him on the lips.
Yeah, there was a little hole there.
What brother kisses a sister on the lips, Angel?
Like that.
No,
like Angel's gonna go.
Listen, I could see a peck. Yeah, I could see pecks. But to kiss your brother like those big lips both swooshing together, no.
She's a weirdo anyway. She drinks blood and weird shit like that.
I don't know if she drank blood. She just kept the other guy's.
Look at this. She's Angel has all of the Hollywood gossip. I love it.
Yeah, Billy Bob Thornton. She had his blood in a vial around her neck. They were two weirdos.
Ew.
Yeah, that was strange. But I don't even like her, but I'm not gonna lie.
Okay, people want to know what I'm talking about with the adoption of the black kids. Remember the chick that was on? Remember the movie about the devil with Al Pacino and Keanu Reeves? What was that called?
Devil's Advocate? No.
Yes. Remember the wife in there, the real pretty one, the tall model?
I do. Yeah.
She adopted 3 black children from African countries. And she dresses 2 of the boys up as girls. That's what I'm talking about.
Who? Wait, what? What? What'd you just
little
say?
Kids, little babies.
Who? I was reading the comments.
I just told you, Angel.
I know. I was reading the comments. What are you saying? What are you eating?
Thorn lashes. Lee is right. Yeah, it was big story about it. I put it up on my Facebook. Yes, Charlie Theron.
Wait.
Megan Fox too. Megan Fox, that freak, has taken her children. She has street by Machine Gun Kelly, whatever the fuck his name is. and she's turned her kids into the opposite sex.
Who is he talking about?
I got lost about 3.
Itty bitty.
Megan
I'm
Fox.
sorry, itty bitty, but they were black kids from
Megan
Africa.
Fox? What? Megan Fox turned her kids into the opposite.
Angel, you're laughing, but it's true.
No, it's not.
Yes, it's true.
How do you?
That's the big thing now in
I
Hollywood.
don't even know who the True Turds is talking about. I'm so
they're
far
adopting
behind.
children from they're adopting children from other countries, and they're bringing them here, and they're turning them into the opposite sex just to feel good. Megan Fox is doing it.
Megan Fox has
Lee, you need to be on
Megan
Fox
Fox-
News with this stuff.
Megan Fox has her own kids. She's got 3 kids with Brian.
Yes, and she turned 2 of them into the opposite sex, Angel. Where have you been?
No, she didn't.
Okay, I'm sending it to you.
What is it? What is Truth Hurts talking about? He didn't beat her. I don't even know what that is.
Who didn't beat who?
Thank
Okay.
you, Boston J. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh, I can't. That's so funny.
Maybe he's talking about
Okay,
Gene.
here's an article right here. Megan Fox lets her son wear an Elsa dress. Okay, here's another one. Megan Fox kids, Noah and Bondi, wear dresses to the playground. Her son.
Lee, you didn't wear dresses to the playground? I thought everybody had to.
Listen, you guys can make fun of that, but I'm telling you, it's the truth.
Listen, I'm not going to say which cousin and I'm not going to say which uncle, but one time one of my male cousins hit my sister and made her cry, and my uncle made him put on a dress. He made him put a dress on, his sister's dress on, and sit on the stoop with it on. How's that? Mike DeBella, thank you so much, Mike. Egos are going to be the cause of someone really getting hurt. I agree. I said it. I've been saying it for the past year and a half. And thank you. Thank you very much.
Can I ask like a random question? And I'm not trying to bring drama, but I just want to, and I'm not going to mention names, but let's say a certain rat that has big monster lips beat on a woman. So my question is, if there's paperwork that says legitimately multiple times he put his hands on a woman, how can people justifiably, whether or not they like informants or not, how can they justifiably think that that's okay?
I don't think it's okay. I don't think it's okay at all.
No.
I was just curious because I see not here, but in other chats, there was somebody who's like, he never did anything. I don't know why Joey's making that up. Like, he didn't make it up. I'm the one who sent him the damn files.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, of course.
Oh.
So put that in your pipe and smoke it. Yeah, of course.
Espresso said you called the cops on Damien Trites.
No, he
No,
didn't.
I never did.
He never called the
Absolutely not.
cops on him.
I think Lee
No,
knows that if he
absolutely
did
not.
that, Damien
No.
would come to his house.
No, I did
you
it.
think-
No.
Do you really think Damien was going to hop on a plane and go to Texas?
Absolutely.
No.
That crazy bastard.
No,
Okay,
he would never do that.
No, that's when I first started on here. Actually, what he did was funny. I laugh about it now. I didn't laugh about it back then. He sent me a picture of my house and he goes, "I know where you live." And it's like, I was saying to myself, I don't care if people do that, but I don't want Damien Trites doing that to me.
Angel,
All
can
I was
I
thinking about
address?
is him coming up to me. All I was thinking about is him coming up to me and kicking me in the leg with one of those kicks.
Angel, can I address Maureen, who said that she's saying that JTP sent him those files? That's not true. He may have sent him some, but I'm the one who sent him all the stuff on Gene. 100%. And I think other people that may be watching know that to be true.
Okay. Mike DeBella says Dom still thinks he's a captain and definitely using that kid to fight his battles. I don't know if that's true, only because I think he started first. He started with him, right? Didn't he start with him?
Sorry, I got lost reading something in the chat. What did you say?
Oh, Mike DeBella says Dom thinks he's still a captain and definitely using that kid to fight his battles.
No, I don't think so. No, I don't think so. I don't know.
Because didn't Gene start first?
Yeah,
didn't he start with him first.
Yeah, he unleashed a video saying he was
no reason at all, right?
Right, no reason at all. And I think Gene did that because he wants attention, and now he's got it.
Okay.
Because why else would you even do that? You know what I mean? There's no other reason why somebody would even do that. Like, do you want him to talk about you?
Let me ask you this. So all the rumors and the stories and the gossip columnists, did they ever accuse Joey Merlino of beating his wife?
Nope.
Bingo. Personally,
he's not that type of guy.
No. Personally,
Angel, can you put that picture up that I just sent you?
What picture? Why do you always interrupt me when I'm reading something? What picture?
Because what I'm doing is more important.
Oh my God.
I sent you a picture of Charlize Theron with her little her son. That's her son.
Oh my God.
That's her son, Angel.
That's not her son.
That's her
she
son.
Has two
Angel.
kids. She has 2 kids.
Angel, here's the name of the article. Charlize Theron's son is transitioning into a girl.
And here it is. And right above the picture says Charlize Theron daughter. Charlize Theron.
Yeah, of course it says that because that's what the left's right. They don't want you to know. Angel, it's called exclusive. Actress, this is an article. She has two boys.
I'm going to look it up myself.
So
hold on.
So Lee's kind of partially right here because it said she raises her daughters away from the spotlight. But back in 2019, Theron announced that her eldest child, Jackson, who was adopted as a baby and originally introduced to the world as a boy, is actually a girl. That's very.
Oh, I see Charlize Theron sits front row with daughter Jackson. Well, does he? Okay. So does he consider himself, does he consider himself a girl? Or...
That poor baby doesn't know what the hell to consider himself. He's a baby.
I don't even know what to say about stuff like that. I
Yeah,
really
and
don't.
She reveals that her daughter is transgender.
Yeah, her little baby's transgender. Her little, since the baby came, when it was 1, it said, "Mommy, I'm a transgender." And Mommy said, "Oh, okay, honey. I'll start putting a dress on you."
I'm just, I don't know what to say about stuff like that. I really don't. I admit I'm ignorant.
What is there to say about that, Angel? You live in a society where they're turning children into the opposite sex.
I remember watching this show called what's her name? Jasmine, or do you remember that, Marla?
Jasmine.
Jazz.
Yeah, 556 Media says a Theron trans testicle.
Oh God. No, I remember watching this show, and it was someone who was born a boy, but he became a girl because that's what he was saying. That's what she was saying. She is. She just felt that she was in the wrong body. So I don't know. I really don't know what to think about stuff like that.
Angel, they're kids. What do you mean you don't know what to think about that?
No, she's not a kid anymore. She's in her 20s.
Well, she was a kid. She was a kid.
Well, I know that in order for them to undergo like hormone therapy and all that kind of stuff, they have to go to like a shrink for like years before they'll ever do it. But I think, you know, growing up the way kids grow up today, and you know, you may like one thing, you may like the green crayons today, but tomorrow maybe it's the blue. I think if you just kind of made it to where once you're 18, you can do whatever the hell you want, then there you go. But I don't think they should be injecting children with hormones.
No, I don't believe that either.
They are doing it. They're doing it.
They are.
They are doing it, and they're going to these states that allow it,
like Montana. I don't know. I was just taking a guess.
Yeah, I don't
Montana.
know.
You ain't getting that shit done in Montana, like New York
or Arkansas, maybe West Virginia. No offense, Marla.
Oh, they're not doing it in West Virginia.
No,
Yeah,
I know.
I mean,
'cause-
come on, Jeff. You just named the most conservative states in the
No,
country.
no,
They're not doing it.
I'm making a joke because I once visited West Virginia several years ago, and the girl I was dating, this was like when I was like 17 or whatever. Her grandfather was like the Bible toting West Virginia guy, but he looked like the fucking old guy from the Poltergeist movies. I swear to God, and his whole thing was looking up your lineage. So if you told him your last name, he would go back into his little office, go through the Bible and all his little paperwork, and he would tell you everything about your family. So I lied and gave him somebody else's name because I didn't want that fucker following me. He was real creepy.
Who?
My ex's grandfather. He looked like the guy from Poltergeist.
Oh.
The old guy. All the pretty children.
Ew.
But that was a very, when they say wild and wonderful, it's definitely wild. Lots of dirt roads and hills.
You want to clear this up about how long you actually lived with A-Light?
Why? Who's asking that?
A fake account. Meet Mitgo.
God, do we really have to relive 10 years ago? I was with him 4 days. Thank you. End of story.
And then could you say what happened after the 4 days?
I was living in New Jersey.
Right.
Way far away from where he was located. And the reason why, I'll just be honest with it, because everybody knows, and I'll regurgitate it one last time. I arrived on a Thursday. I was gone by Sunday. That does not constitute being someone's bunkmate, bedmate, or whatever the fuck you want to make up.
Right.
And that was the end of it. And then I sued the
because I was accused of being a liar. So that's why I remembered it. I thought it was a weekend.
No,
and then I remember you went from there to a house in New Jersey.
I left that general area where he lived at the time and was closer to New York City than anything. I was literally 35 minutes from New York City. And I was there all of, I think, a month, and then I was gone from there. So it does not, no. And yeah, whatever. But no. It is what it is. I sued him after that, and we all kind of know the story from there. And so I'm not going to be a hypocrite, but I learned my lesson a long, long time ago.
Okay. Angel, I like to say
and that transgender girl, I'm sorry, that girl the show that I was talking about was called Jasmine. And Jasmine. And it was pretty interesting. I watched that. Oh
yeah, that was. I'm sure it was done by a bunch of lefties.
Identified as a girl, but she didn't get like surgery and stuff like that till I think she was 18 or 21, whatever it was.
There's hope for me yet.
Yeah.
Angel, I'm going to be taking off.
Why?
I'm taking off. People in the chat, have a nice night, because I want to go see how Polly. I want to see how Polly's doing. And Jeff, you have a nice night too. Marla, have a nice night.
Have a good night.
Take care, people.
Good night, Lee Cole.
You know what? You know what's odd to me? Can I just say one thing? It's sort of moronic, but it's like they all want to use that against me. But some of these are the same people that kiss that guy's ass and look up to him. I don't get it. You can't win with anybody. You know what I mean? It's like they all want to look up and say, oh, he's a real tough, he's a real this, he's a real that. And then they want to dog me over that. But listen, I've always been honest about that. I've never lied about that. But I didn't live with anybody for months upon months. It's like, that's nonsense. That's nonsense.
Lee never called the cops. You're funny. No, we did not. Damien didn't beat up Sonny Money.
That's what somebody was saying on another show today. That's why people are saying that.
Who said that?
I'm not going to tell you who because I don't want to get into
no, you don't have to tell me
it's
who.
It's just content creator nonsense.
That wasn't true.
No.
Not that I remember. I remember seeing, oh my God, I'll never forget that, seeing Sonny's face. Oh my God. Oh my God. I really felt bad.
Well, at least he came out and said, I have a big mouth, and I kind of got what was coming to me.
Yeah, that's exactly what he did. He did. And he didn't say that it was any content creator.
No.
No. Let's see. Maureen says, and he's not an S-bag wife, girlfriend beater.
No.
Yeah. Lee's going down a rabbit hole on his phone. Because the boy is now her daughter, Angel. Is that true? Oh, all right. One of Charlie's son is trying to transition. I don't know. What do you do when you're a parent and you're in that situation where your kid is telling you, I'm not a boy, I'm a girl? What do you do?
I think you just love him.
Yeah, like, but all kidding aside, what do you do? What do you do? Take them for what?
You love him and
Therapy?
support him.
Yeah, what would you do, Marla?
I would tell them that's not true. I mean, you can't create an alternate reality. Since time immemorial, a penis meant you were a boy, a vagina meant you were a girl. And if you somehow feel that you were placed in the wrong body when you get old enough to make that decision, then you can act on it. But as a child, as a parent, it's your job to raise an adult, a responsible adult that can think. I mean, you can't cater to them. Sometimes you just have to be an adult and say what your kid doesn't want to hear. You're not their friend.
Yeah, I think once they're 18, go for it if that's what you
Yeah,
want.
when they're old enough to make that decision, if they want to live that way, that's one thing. But in your house, and
Yep.
I mean, as a parent, it's your job to educate your kid, because what you don't educate them on, the world will. And you may not like the answer they get.
I want to have both.
Heidi, did you watch this? Because I remember I was watching it, and then I think I stopped. Is this true? Jamie Lee Curtis? What?
No.
I think
I
that's
never heard that.
That's an urban legend.
Yeah, I think that's not true.
I was going to say, I never heard that.
I've heard it, but like Jeff said, I think it's like an urban legend.
Yeah.
Oh my God, are you kidding me? Now she has mental issues and 2 botched surgeries.
Ugh.
Oh my God, are you kidding, Heidi?
They have like groups of people, like I guess what do they call it? Like support groups, where people who at one point in time were transitioning and actually went through it and then regretted it. I think that would be something that you would need to put somebody in, a child that was going through that. They need to talk to those kind of people, because they need to know the reality of what their decision is, or that they're trying to make. It doesn't just because you change the outside doesn't mean everything on the inside is going to go along with it.
Jane says, yeah, Jazz testified in Congress against child transitioning. I never heard that either. For all we know, the child could have been born
Hermaphrodite.
hermaphrodite, and she is letting them choose. I don't effing know. Wow. I don't know. This is just way too deep for me. The other day, like someone that I know was telling me a story, and and I just sat there staring like I could not believe what was coming out of this person's mouth. And it was the weirdest conversation. And I just looked right into his eyes and I was like, you know what? This is way too deep for me. I can't even, I didn't get past the second sentence. So get out. You're going to miss your train. You got to get out. I don't understand. Like there's things that I just don't comprehend. And like that is, I don't understand. I don't know enough about it.
Like, why do men have nipples? I never understood that.
I doubt it was for piercings. I don't know.
Oh, ugh. I don't know. I always wondered why. What's the point?
Yeah, I don't know either. I've never even thought of that, Jeff.
Well, I'm a random weird person. This is what I think about in the middle of the night, which is why I didn't get into any of the good schools.
Oh my God. I can't even imagine something like that. Jeff raises a point. Kids can't grow up today. They are being misdirected, misinformed, and taught lies. It's so sad they aren't being honestly, scientifically, and biologically educated and raised. Yeah, I will see. Like my son is very into what my grandsons are doing in school. Like he's very involved, and I will do the same thing. I'm sure my daughter will with my granddaughter. Yeah, this. Listen, I made the mistake of going on Twitter today.
Oh boy.
Why is it a mistake?
No, what I saw, what's going on with Israel, made me sick to my stomach all day today. I saw videos where families were pulled out of their cars and shot down, and they were left on the road. It was so heartbreaking. They were saying that Israel was under fire today and attacked and blown up. I watched a building come tumbling down, like the Empire State Building, not the Empire, God forbid, like the Twin Towers came down. There was a building in Israel that just came. It was horrifying, and I can't believe that this is going on. And they were saying, they were blaming it on the Biden and Obama administration, saying that they gave them $6 billion. Did you happen to catch any of that?
I saw something about the bombing over there.
Hamas.
I didn't get too much into it.
Hamas, right?
Yeah, there was I saw the bombing and the strike that they did. I'm just.
Yes, I saw that the bloody woman they kidnapped. Yes, I saw that. That was she was a female military person.
It's been going on for 1,000 years in the Middle
Yeah,
East.
but it was real bad today. It was real bad today. And let me tell you something. My dear friend Rami, who comes from, he came here from Israel 30 years ago, and his daughter goes back and forth. And when I saw that woman being dragged with her hair like that, it like looked like his daughter from the back. And I just got sick to my stomach. They threw her in a car with like 6 men in it. She was bleeding. Oh my God. It looked like I couldn't tell if she what's the word I want to look? I want to sound. I couldn't tell if she shit her pants or if that was blood all over her. I'm not even kidding. It was horrible. She was a militant. Yeah, horrible. Absolutely horrible. Yeah, I know. They've been fighting for it since the beginning of time, but today was bad. That was my mistake going on Twitter today.
Oh, I thought you were going to give us a soliloquy about Richard Marx.
No, you know what? I should go check on him, that little worm. I wonder whose side he's on. Yeah, I wonder whose side he's on.
With the last name Marx. He might be Jewish. I could be wrong. I don't know.
Oh, Solar Marshall says that war has been declared by Netanyahu. See, my friend Rami, whose family still lives there, his sisters live there. They love Netanyahu. They love him. And they also love Donald Trump.
That is a very interesting contrast.
They love Trump. Yep. Rami loves Trump. He hates Biden.
Well, people outside of Israel will say that Netanyahu is a terrorist. You know how it goes. Depending on what
Really?
side, yeah, depending on what side of the fence you're on, one side says the same thing about the other side. You know, if people just learn to accept themselves and accept other religions and accept other beliefs, then you wouldn't have a lot of this stuff. But you know, it all comes down to my God has a bigger dick than your God. That's what it all comes down to.
I think this is also crazy. I think it's also so sad. All the families. This is so sad. And I was like picturing, because there was beautiful houses, and I saw like they would these military military men with guns, and they were jumping over people's fences and attacking the house. And I was like, could you ever, God forbid, imagine that happening here?
It will eventually.
I mean, it'll happen in certain areas. Certain areas they're going to have a lot of trouble in. I think it may eventually happen here, but I think that in certain areas they're going to have more trouble than others. Certain areas are going to be fine. Other areas are going to have a lot of issue.
They'll pick the wrong town if they go into Compton.
There's certain
that.
Places like Texas or Florida or Oklahoma.
They're going to be in trouble there.
They're going to have trouble there. You're not going, then I'll be hightailing it down there.
Anywhere that happens, that's going to be near a military facility. Virginia, California.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Yes, they grabbed a woman who was famous on YouTube and took her and twisted her in half, killing her. It's awful. The video can be seen. Her legs are wrapped around her back. That's what I couldn't figure out what the hell it was that I was looking at. I said, what the hell is that? I couldn't figure it out. I thought they had two people on top of each other. Oh my God. Wow.
Crazy.
Oh, Israel struck back. Oh, this is terrible. I don't care who's these countries have children that are being killed. This is so sad.
Well, the odd thing is that Israel's defense systems are second to none. They're almost better than the United States.
Oh, they can take care of themselves.
Yeah, and for Hamas to be able to go through their blockades without even being noticed is highly suspect to me. Just saying.
Oh,
I mean, you don't see like people parachuting into your area. You don't see soldiers coming and running to your border crossing. It's just odd to me.
What a nightmare.
But Israel doesn't fuck around.
No, they don't.
You do anything and it's like, okay, we're going to launch 2,000 rockets. Have fun.
Oh, it's just so sad. All of it. Women and children. Oh, 30 years old. The one they twisted in half. Oh my God. $3 billion a year from the US. Oh, I don't know. It's very, very sad. Let's think of something different. Anybody have anything good to say?
I just saved $10 on my car insurance. No.
Ooh, look at you. Look at you. Look at you. Israel kills them.
Oh.
2. It goes back and forth. Yeah. Of course it goes back and forth. It's crazy. Oh my God. Oh, Mr. Smith says he likes turtles.
I just went through all my drafts in my email, and there's like 10 things that I was sending to Lee Cole, and it always starts off, listen, you fat fuck. Boy,
wait, what?
It tells you how angry I've been at him over the last 2 years.
Who are you talking about?
Lee. I had drafts where I was writing him a nasty email about something, and I never and I never sent them because what's the point?
Yeah, exactly.
I'm getting soft in my old age.
No, but seriously, think about it. If everybody just did that, if everybody just like picked up the phone and said, listen, like that's wrong or this and that, like Ange, Jesse Roth dropped the link, Ange jumped on and they settled it right there.
Yeah, I think it's better for like not being public consumption, but that's just me.
Yeah.
You know, that's what I do with most people. I try to just kind of see where their point of view is from. But if they're what I like to call mental midgets and they're just looking for issues, nothing you can say is going to stop it anyway.
Yeah, exactly.
Damned if you do, damned if you don't.
You're not kidding. Anything else? Anything exciting you want to talk about? Because I just got really depressed.
Well, you get morbid, Angel. You get morbid.
I
on
know.
here
I don't even know what
sometimes.
made me get on that subject.
Yeah, you
I
just like went down the slide head first into the mud.
Yeah, you're not kidding. Because I was thinking about what'd you do today, and then I said, I went on Twitter like an idiot. I haven't been on there, and I don't know how long. And then I just saw that and just got really, like very sad from it. And then, you know what I did today? I made my daughter one of her favorite dinners. I did that today as well.
Oh.
Yeah, I made her chicken cutlet parmesan. She was very surprised. What am I looking for? I'm looking for something.
I wish your brother Peter would do a podcast about just anything.
Yeah.
You know why? Because I don't know what it was, but the other night I had my TV on. I went out of the room. My TV does odd stuff, and then the Gotti father and son thing just showed up on my TV, and I heard your voice, and I'm like, "What is she doing in my living room? She's not here. What the hell?" But then it was Peter, and he was telling the story about your father going down to get, what was it, the walnuts, the chestnuts? What was it?
Chestnuts.
Yeah.
Chestnuts.
And his voice is like yours. It's calming. It's the oddest thing.
Peter, listen, my Petey, I'm going to see him tomorrow, and we're going to talk about the Patreon. He won't come on YouTube, and I don't want him.
No,
on
I don't
YouTube.
blame him.
Yeah,
no,
I don't want him on YouTube. But I'm going to see my brothers tomorrow.
He is the nicest guy I've ever met in my life, and you know me. If I didn't get along with the guy, I would say so. But the two times that I had the pleasure of just talking to him for just a couple of minutes, just so nice. How's your family? How are you? Like very. You know, I'm not used to people being nice to me because of what I do. You know, a lot of people have issues. So, but he was absolutely nice.
Petey really is nice. And but I'm gonna talk to him tomorrow because I sent him we put not interview, I don't know what you want to call it, that I did with Peter, and we put it on Patreon, and Jerry fixed it all up really nice. He put it all together, and then he put pictures of everything that we were talking about. He put the pictures to it, and my brother Peter really liked it. So I said, you don't have to, you don't have to come on YouTube. We'll do it for Patreon. So I'll see him tomorrow, and we're going to talk about it.
So I'll tell you.
Make it longer. Sorry.
Oh, no, that's okay.
Make it longer.
I'm sorry. What'd you say, Marla?
Go ahead, Jeff. I've cut him off twice. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Jeff.
No, Marla told you should make it longer.
Yes.
But I'll tell you a story about Peter.
Mm-hmm.
It was the night of the fight, and earlier that day, my brother's office building had been shot up, and everybody was killed in his office but him. And it was all over the news and everything.
Oh, I remember.
And I was completely just freaked out. Elio was there, and he's like, Jeff, just calm down, because I'm trying to call him, and his phone is going right to voicemail. And that's not a good sign, because if he's okay, let me just find out he's okay. And I'm going crazy. And I go over to say hello to Peter, and he may not remember this, but the conversation was basically like, are you all right? And I told him what was going on, and I swear to God, Angel, he put his hand on my shoulder, and he looked dead at me in my face. And he says, I promise you everything is going to be fine. Don't you worry. And I didn't the rest of the night. And then 2 days later, I found out he was okay, but still. You know.
Wow, 2 days later. I remember that.
Well, they confiscated everybody's phones in the building.
I remember that.
I couldn't get a hold of him. And the only reason why he survived was because he pulled his desk down and over top of himself and laid there like he was dead.
Oh, my God.
But everybody, was 20-some people got murdered. Yeah. It was bad.
Oh, my God.
Real bad.
Wow.
But yep, that was Petey.
Yeah. Well, I was gonna say, Marla, what happened is I was there already for an hour and we were talking, and then all of a sudden it just came to me. I said, wait. Let me record this. I want to record some of this. And that's how that happened. But the conversation was much longer. I just didn't think of recording it.
He has some interesting point of views. Like when he used the expression, the meek shall inherit the earth, I was like, I've never heard it used in that sense. But and he wore a shirt one time and I was just curious. And I know I'm not going to be able to say the guy's name, but I think he used to work under or with Castro. And he had a shirt. And I was like, is Angel's brother a communist?
No, absolutely.
Was he wearing a Che Guevara? Was he wearing a Che Guevara shirt?
Yeah, I think it was that shirt. And I was like, is he a communist or he just believe in his views or what he did?
No, absolutely not. He's absolutely not.
He looks so much like your dad. It's crazy.
Yeah, he does.
Oh my God.
He does. Out of everybody, he does.
You catch him from a side view and it's like, oh my God, that's like John at like 25 years old, 30 years old, 35 years old. It's crazy.
Yeah. Wait, Tommy Lucchese, I bought chicken. I need a few cans. No, you got to use at least 4 cans. At least 4. And you could get them right on Amazon. They sell them 4 for like $16 or something like that. And don't forget, you have to add honey, vinegar, potatoes,
and black
onions.
garlic.
Oh, it's so good. I made it for her again last week. Yeah, so what's this? What?
Oh my
Didn't she
God.
get caught on Instagram post she made where there was a dead young girl, demonic like Archie? I don't even know who you're talking about.
Oh, that famous tattoo artist, she became a Christian and she got all hers blacked over, all her tattoos.
Who?
That Kat Von whoever.
Yeah, Kat Von something.
Kat Von D got all her tattoos covered up?
Well, she got blacked out, basically. Yeah.
How did she come up?
I don't know. We're looking for something new. I was just going to inform you of that.
Oh, okay.
She's a tattoo artist, like a celebrity one, though. I think.
Yes, I used to watch her. I used to watch her show. She was good. She was very good. What was it called? Ink? Didn't she come from the show Ink or something like that?
I think that's.
Oh, is that where that started from?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Because they got a bunch of those Ink shows now.
Do they still have? Are they still on? Do they still have them
in certain city? I believe that they don't they do it on certain city. I think they got a New York version of it.
Yeah, I think.
I never saw the New York. I saw Miami Ink. But did I? Yeah.
Ooh, Angel.
What?
Did you see that there's a documentary coming out about your father on Netflix this week?
No.
Yeah.
What is who's in this? John Light.
Shit. Hold on. I saw the preview for it and I went, oh Christ, I hope she doesn't know about this yet. Hold on a second. Let me look it up. It's called Getting Gotti.
That's the who's in that one?
I'm gonna
Is Light gonna pretend he was his right-hand man again?
I think this is probably going to be like a lot of government people, like George Gabriel or whatever that guy's name is. It's made by the same dipshits that made Fear City, so you can kind of.
Yeah, so A-Light.
There you go.
Oh, I see it. It's called Get Gotti. It's a Netflix special. They don't even inform you guys when they're going to do stuff like that.
No.
It's investigative.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, okay.
Who cares? It's the same shit over and over and over again. It's all regurgitated.
It's the FBI's battle to bring down the infamous mob boss, John Gotti.
Is A-Light on it?
I'm trying to see what the cast is.
Yeah, that's what I'm looking at. That's intrusive. I guess not, but I guess I would think it was intrusive.
They filmed some of it in Canada, which is hilarious.
They film a lot of things in Canada.
Cheaper tax.
My sister's movie, that Lifetime movie, that was filmed in Canada.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
Wow, they did a good job. I had no idea. I really thought that was in New York.
Yeah, the Maurice Bernard one was filmed in Canada.
All right, let me see.
That's amazing. They can do a documentary like this and not even reach out to the family. They can just put their own spin on stuff. That's biased.
Yeah, they can say whatever they want. They can do whatever they do. Always. It's always been like that. Let's see. Oh, yeah. So Sola says, yeah, and it was originally in Miami. Then she had her own show. She's much better than those guys on there. She was excellent. She really was. I think what after her and she was with Jesse James, and then they had a messy breakup, I think. And then I didn't see her anymore I haven't seen her since her messy breakup with Jesse James.
Okay, so it's the end of this month it's coming out, I think. No, it's earlier than that. Sorry, I'm still looking. I'll be quiet.
Oh, the Skinny Podcast has 24,000 on YouTube, plus Spotify and iTunes. Oh, really? He's on there too.
And I would just like to say for the record, fuck Kevin Conley. And he knows why I just said that.
Okay. Yeah, that's true. That worm tries to get in on all things Gotti. Yes, he does. He didn't even know him. That's what's so crazy about the whole thing. He didn't even know my father at all. And he sits there and pretends. He's amazing, that guy. He's such an asswipe.
That's what I thought, Maureen.
Yeah, and felons from the U.S. are not allowed in Canada. That's true.
That is true. And that's why I thought it was hilarious that Sakali said he was in Canada. There's no way.
Really?
He can't get over the border.
He was in Canada?
Yeah, he said he was in Canada for the first time last month filming something, but they're not going to let him in because he's a felon. I can't even get into Canada.
Really?
People from Americans that have DWIs or DUIs cannot get into Canada.
Under any circumstances?
Under any, you can't. DUIs, DWIs, and felonies, forget it. Forget it.
Jesse James. No, he didn't cheat on Sandra Bullock with her. Not with Kat Von D.
Oh, not with. Okay.
No, not with Kat Von D.
I know he did her wrong.
I think he cheated on everybody he's ever been with. This one he seems to like, the one he's with now. I watched a very interesting thing on him on here on YouTube. I don't know, maybe 9 months ago, something like that. It was really good, I have to say. The Jesse James, what was it? It was an interview with someone, but it was really, really interesting. It was very good. If you have a DUI, Canada. He was in Canada. I don't know. See, but there's a lot of countries that felons aren't allowed to get into, but you can get special permission. Like France. France doesn't like felons either, but my brother got permission to go. You request it, and then you wait and see if they'll accept you. And he got permission to go to France when the Gotti movie came out. So maybe he got permission to do it, Jeff?
Well, that's what I was asking. What if the FBI intervened? Would that make a difference? Because if he's
I mean, if it was a film project, they could have, but Canada.
Yeah, how did he get into what's it called again? Albania. How did he get into
Albania is a little different. When he was there, he got dumped on his head twice. So he didn't stay there very long.
Oh, did he really?
Uh-huh. I'll tell you the backstory offline about how that happened.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. It was funny.
Sakal must have had his criminal records erased. He had to. Well, no. Did he go there under his new government name?
No, I mean the FBI probably helped get him over the border. That's got to be what it is. That's the only way they could have done that, because if I try to go to the border, they're going to throw me right out.
Oh,
What if you get it expunged? Can you get certain felonies?
yes, Callie has
No.
a new identity.
No, they cannot. He can have a new identity and stuff like that, but with that's, I don't want to speak out of turn. Does he really have a new identity?
Don't they
Do we
all
know
have
that for-
new identities?
Do we know that for a fact?
Well, don't they all?
Well, he's a dipshit that's calling him. He's calling him by himself by his own name. It's a pretty stupid fucking thing to do if you have a new identity,
Yeah,
right?
that's true. Maybe he had a new identity.
I'm Frank
He
Barbarino.
uses it to get into Canada.
Yeah, I'm Frank Barbarino, but don't pay attention to the Dominic Sicali guy on YouTube. Come on. It looks like that hump Andy Ruggiano's in the fucking Netflix thing.
What?
Yeah, saying we ran this city. Yeah, okay. Your father might have, but you didn't, you prick.
Wait, what? What'd you just say?
Ruggiano is in the Netflix thing.
Are you kidding me? He is the biggest fraud out of all of them.
Yeah, but because I turned my mic down so you couldn't hear, but they had some WAV files that were pretty fucking hilarious of your dad. He was squeezing the nose in court, and then he turned around and said something about he listens to Julio Iglesias.
Wait, what?
Have you ever heard your father say anything about Julio Iglesias?
Yeah, I went to go see Julio Iglesias. Met him backstage. In fact, I have a picture of him.
Because a reporter said something to him.
Never said a damn word about Julio.
So they had a clip of a reporter. He's getting into a car, and the reporter says something to him, and he says something. I'm too busy listening to Julio Iglesias.
Yeah, Brian, he's probably yeah. So Anthony Ruggiano greatly exaggerates his relationship with my father.
At least I think that was
comical. It's absolutely comical how much he exaggerates his relationship with my father. And you should really watch the show we did for Patreon, the four of us talking about it, because Anthony Ruggiano and Sammy Gravano are calling my cousin a rat, right? Because I forgot how many years ago it was, 81. So how many years ago was that?
Too many for me to count.
Yeah. She was in her boyfriend's bar, and the boyfriend got killed in front of her, right? Oof. And got shot right in front of her. She's sitting there with him, and he gets killed right in front of her. And oops, hold on. He's bucking at the TV. I want you.
I think what she said, 81. If she said 81, then that would be like 42 years ago.
Yeah, right. So 81. And she's sitting there. Oh, damn it. Hold on. Every time the ASPCA commercial comes on, she goes crazy.
I sent you a text, Angel. Is that him? Looks like him. It's gone quiet.
I know.
Yeah, that's him. He's going to pretend how close he was with my father, I guess. Whatever.
Yeah.
These people are frauds.
Yeah, she
but
said.
Anyway,
all right, I'll shut up.
I'm sorry. So anyway, she just saw her boyfriend, and I haven't seen my cousin in probably 45 years, something like that. I haven't seen her. Like, I have no special close relationship with her at all. But I will say this, that Gravano and Ruggiano, these two rats, are sitting there calling my cousin a rat because my cousin didn't know any better. She's hysterical. Her boyfriend just got killed in front of her. She was 19 years old. 19 years old. and they actually had the balls to call her a rat. She's a 19-year-old, woman, girl, whatever you want to say, and she was hysterical. And these two big juices had the balls to call her a rat. She did end up testifying anyway. I said, not for nothing. First of all, she's a civilian. She's a 19-year-old who just watched her boyfriend get killed. She was hysterical. She didn't obviously never had lessons. Don't talk to the police or anything like that. And these two ass wipes are calling her a rat. The two biggest rats on YouTube are calling her a rat.
That's laughable. I
Yeah,
don't
exactly.
I don't understand how people who are certified bona fide rats go around calling other people rats.
Could you imagine? And they're sitting there actually like making fun of my family for that. Could you imagine this?
The more people they can convince that it's normal, then they don't have to feel bad for what they did. It's almost like they want everybody on some level to be a snitch, so then they can live with what they did.
Yes, Tommy Lucchese, I donate to them every month. A lot of people don't like that I do, but I don't care. I do. I donate. It comes right out of my checking account. But anyway, those commercials get to me so bad. But yeah, so they had the nerve, and Ruggiano was one of them. Your father's rolling in your grave. Not only did you rat, but you're friends with Gravano. Are you out of your mind? And you want to call a 19-year-old girl a rat? So we did that. That was interesting, right, Marla? That was fun to do. Michigan kicked ass today, 52-10. Yeah, I did get the t-shirt. I got the t-shirt. I still have that t-shirt too. ASPCA t-shirt. Yes, I did. What's going on? What's the matter?
I'm just thinking of all the house chores I have to do tomorrow.
Yeah.
Clean the floors, the sink, the bathroom, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, I did all that today. And now who was I listening today to? Who was I listening to today?
Omar Sharif.
No, not really. I listened to a little YouTube stuff, and then I was listening to again. I love the Frankie Valli and the Four Seasons videos. Oh, I love them. I love him. And then that's it. Then little Victoria came home. I fed her, and then we went upstairs and we played. Did all with all the clothes and stuff like that. I'm not kidding. We were playing, hanging all the stuff up in a closet. Really nice. Really, really pretty.
Well, it sounds like you had an enjoyable day.
Yes, I did. And now tomorrow I have my nephew's engagement, and that's it.
Wow.
Yeah. Very boring life I lead, right?
No, your life is a little more entertaining than mine, but all mine is work. But that's life.
Yeah. Well, you should take a little vacay.
Yeah, I tried that and that went not so great. So.
Oh, so let me tell you, the cat that I keep trying to catch.
Yeah.
Finally, I see the ear is clipped, which means that somebody caught it and neutered it. But yeah, not before they brought it back here to have 4 kittens. She's got 4 kittens running around. Oh my God. My nerves are shot from these kittens because they're under my neighbor's deck, which is good. But at nighttime, she takes them out. And the other night I just happened to wake up. I don't know, it was like 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning. And I always look out the window and there's all the 4 kittens and her just sitting in the street.
Ugh. How many cats do you have now?
I don't have any. I just feed them. And I have one that lives in the catio.
The catio.
Patio.
Yeah,
God,
it's a
the cat
catio.
condo.
It's really nice. It is really nice.
Do you think the cat tells the other cats, hey, listen, this is Angel Gotti. You know who her father was? We should all live here.
I think that he says, please come and keep me company. I feel so bad for him because he's alone.
Holy.
Who? The cat.
Oh, I thought you were talking about, why did I think you were talking about Lee?
Lee doesn't live here.
You know what? Just forget it.
Yeah.
My brain is mush at this point anyway. I don't sleep. You know how it goes.
They never sent you a St. Jude t-shirt? That's not nice. ASPCA sent me mine. And then like once every 2 months, they send me address labels as a thank you.
Oh.
Yeah, I have a little Angel Gotti address labels.
Oh, look out. You should just, well, you can't do that because your address is on it, but never mind. I was going to suggest, there you go. Just start sending people like a signed envelope, but then there's your address and then they can show up and say,
exactly.
hello.
Because I want freaks to come here. That's why.
Well, you deal with 1,000 of them on YouTube.
Yeah, but they don't come here.
No, hopefully they never do.
Oh, hopefully they never do is right. Because they won't like what they get.
So what happened to Polly? Is Polly sick?
Yeah, Polly's sick.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah. Did something happen to Polly? Why are you asking, Ange? Yeah, she's sick. I feel bad because, oh my God, Lee Cole will go absolutely batshit crazy if something happens to Polly. God forbid.
She'll be okay.
Yeah, right? She's
Yeah.
she's on antibiotics and a steroid. She'll be fine.
Sounds like me.
Oh, really? Frankie Valli is going to be at Westbury on October 13th. And then Radio City, he's probably all sold out.
Yeah, and he doesn't sing anymore.
What do you mean he doesn't sing anymore?
He doesn't sing anymore.
He was singing.
No.
You think he's lip syncing?
I know for a fact he is. He uses tracks now. He doesn't sing any of his songs anymore.
Really?
Yeah, go watch YouTube.
Yeah, I did, and I kept saying that there's something wrong with YouTube because his lips and the words are coming out.
There you go.
Times.
He's pulling the Milli Vanilli, but he's like what, 90 years old? He's got to do that.
He's 89 years old, I think. Yeah, 89, and he got married. He got married, I think, this
God
year.
bless.
He married a woman 60 years old.
Well, God bless.
Yeah. He's got beautiful teeth. I'm not kidding.
He can sing and look at those choppers.
Yeah, his teeth are nice. He's very small. He's very tiny, but he's got beautiful teeth.
You have a thing for Frankie Valli, don't you?
I love Frankie Valli. Always did. Always did. And then I just found out that Sherry is not a real person.
Go figure.
Yeah. That song Sherry is not based on anyone.
Maybe he was thinking of Billy.
No. No. He really is. The teeth are important.
Maybe Sherry was a beard.
Just someone with a yuck mouth. Yeah. Sherry baby. Yep. Listen, there was a video years ago. It's somewhere here on YouTube, and I cannot find it, of him talking about what the FBI did to him, and it had something to do with my father. And I can't find it for nothing.
Really?
It's driving me crazy. If anybody could find that, I would appreciate it. He was saying like what the FBI did to him. I
Well,
think not tomorrow, DJ Shark Hitter. I think on Monday, because we're not going to be doing only going to be doing lives on YouTube like once a week, and the rest will be on Patreon. Yeah, so there's this interview where he is saying that the FBI really unfairly targeted him because of I don't remember what it was, something, and it had
because he knew your father.
something to do with my father. Go to FBI website and check the vault. Lots of neat info. What do you mean?
Nah, you won't find that there. So there was something 2 years ago. It was called Frankie Valli, Vegas, and the Mob. And he's talking to Steve Shrippa and Michael Imperioli. And I believe in this, he mentions John Gotti. So I don't know.
Is that it?
It's the Talking Sopranos podcast.
Yeah, but I think, hello there, Ralph. How are you?
But I'll keep looking. I'll find it.
But I think I remember it being longer than 2 years ago.
I'll find it.
Yeah, please let me know. He mentions John Gotti in Frankie Valli did?
His life was utterly tragic. Valli confesses at 89 years old. No, that's not it. There's one from 9 years ago, but that's no. I'll keep looking. I'll find it eventually.
Please let me know. I thought that I had it on my shadow page, but it's not there. I looked. Hey,
No,
Deborah. How are you, Deborah? Hi, Michael Moormile. How are you? 43? What's 43? I mean, they don't have to be perfect, but as long as they're clean, it's expensive. Yeah, well, he has really nice teeth. My father had really nice teeth. In fact, my father and Frank Sinatra had the same dentist did their teeth. It's not called a dentist. He's called something else. I can't remember. Frankie Valli teeth are as real as his singing these days.
And probably his hair.
Yeah, we saw Jersey Boys too. I took my mom to see that. We took her to see the play, and then we took her to see the movie. And then she went and when it came on, she rented it and watched it every single night. She watched that movie. She loves that movie. And we took her to Atlantic City to see Frankie Valli. He was in Atlantic City too. And her and my aunt, my Uncle Pete's wife, was standing up. Frankie! I couldn't believe it. I never saw my mother get that excited over anything like that. Her and my aunt were like standing up and clapping and going crazy for him. Oh, back in the day, the FBI hassled him thinking he was connected with the mob. Yes, I know, but I saw an interview. He didn't have anything nice to say about the FBI.
Didn't they do the same thing to Frank Sinatra? They had a big old file on him, but they can never connect him to anything.
Well, that's a little bit of a different story. A matter of fact, if you go to my shorts, I put up the Nevada Gaming Commission hearings with Sinatra where they were questioning him about knowing Lucky Luciano and all of these people. And he goes, well, yeah, I went to Cuba and yeah, I met him, but I didn't know him from anybody else or whatever. And then the guy says, but isn't it true that you took $2 million in a duffel bag? He goes, I can barely lift up my shoes, let alone a duffel bag with $2 million. And the government went so far as to put $2 million in a duffel bag and tried to carry it to see if it was even realistic.
Who's that? Frank Sinatra?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Are you
Well,
kidding?
you know he was related to Carlo Gambino, right?
No, I didn't know they were related.
Yeah, cousins by marriage.
Oh, really?
Yeah, his Carlos, was it Carlos' niece or Carlos' daughter married into the Sinatra family, and the Sinatra that she married into was like distant cousin of Frank, and he was a doctor.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
Yeah, yeah, and he was also cousins with the was it? I want to say Willie Moretti or the Fischettis. I think he was cousins with the Fischetti brothers.
I don't know who they are.
That's Chicago guys,
Oh, okay.
knuckle draggers.
Wow.
Yeah, well,
Oh,
back
speaking of Chicago, Marla, did you know Chicago Muscle's back?
I did not.
Yes, he
Oh.
is.
Hmm.
He's back, but he said he's not going to be an attack channel.
They always say that.
Nah, maybe he's not. I don't know.
Well, I always say that. I don't even know who that guy is, but I think it's just we're so conditioned to one thing being said, and then all of a sudden, surprise! They're
Yeah.
outside your door throwing turds.
Yeah, he's back. But I didn't know that about Frank Sinatra. My father wasn't a big Sinatra fan. Like, we didn't have him in our house. Like, I mean, like the 8-tracks and stuff. We weren't big Sinatra fans. We were more Engelbert Humperdinck and even Charlie Pride, everything, but no Sinatra. I didn't grow
like
Tom
music.
Jones. I didn't grow up on Sinatra music.
I listen to him when I'm cooking because it's like jazz. So I like jazz. He kind of has like some of his songs kind of have that jazz feel to them.
Who? Frank Sinatra?
Yeah.
Oh, there's a lot of songs that he sings that I like now, but I didn't grow up with him.
Yeah, the FBI really went after him.
Yeah, Tommy Real Deal says, Dean Martin we did. Dean Martin, who else?
Did you listen to Jerry Vale?
Yes.
Yeah, everybody
My
did.
mother has pictures with her and my aunt with Jerry Vale.
I have a picture with Jerry Vale signed. Yeah.
Yeah, at the Copa, from the Copa. But yeah, Jerry Vale, Dean Martin, Tom Jones, Kenny Rogers.
Oh God.
Yeah, we grew up with all different music, but no Sinatra. Bobby Darin. We had Bobby Darin in the house. Can't think of anybody else. And that's what we used to, Saturdays when we ripped the house apart cleaning. That's
now. Elio told me that John told him your father liked the green grass of home.
Yes.
Have you ever really sat down and listened to what that song is about?
Yes.
So here's what's funny. So every time Elio and I would be somewhere together, we always close out our night with the green grass of home, sort of like in honor of your dad and whatever. And one night we're sitting there and we had a lot to drink. And I looked at Elio and says, "Do you even know what this song is about?" And he's like, "Holy shit. This is a horribly sad song. Why do we listen to this?" I said, "I don't know."
It's really, really sad. It could either be about someone in prison or someone in like a war and they're being held captive.
Yeah, I mean, when the song mentions that the priest is walking him down the hall, it's somebody who's about to be executed.
Yes. It's sad. It's
horrible.
A very, very sad song.
But it's a great song.
Yeah, it's a great song. It's very sad to me. But
Lumberjack
Tom
Mac.
Jones has great songs.
Boy, you have some freaks in your chat.
Very powerful
yes, we
voice.
do. I saw that.
What happened?
Lumberjack Mac needs some mental help.
Oh, come on. That's so stupid. How could somebody even say stuff like that? Goodbye.
The greatest mob photo of all is Neil Delacroce sitting next to a chimpanzee who's drinking a martini.
Yeah.
That is the best photo ever.
I gotta ask my brother about that photo. What the heck was that?
I always wondered if that picture with Carlo Gambino and Sammy
Davis Jr. Is that real?
Yeah.
Is that
Yeah.
Photoshop? That's a real picture?
Yeah. Yep.
With who?
Absolutely.
Sammy Davis
100%.
Jr.? And who?
Yeah.
And Sammy Davis
And who?
and Carlo Gambino.
Yeah.
Oh, really? I
Yeah.
don't remember. I don't know if I ever saw that.
Yeah.
Oh, Real Deal played golf with Engelbert in the 80s. You know, Engelbert's not his real name, right? My mother's father, my grandfather, and my uncle, his brother, were very good friends with Engelbert. His name is Arnold Dorsey. That's his real name.
He's
I
still
don't know
alive.
why they gave him the name Engelbert Humperdinck. Arnold Dorsey sounds like a nice name.
Oh, Engelbert's coming over tonight. We're gonna have some turkey.
Oh, I love him. I met him. He is such a wonderful person, Engelbert Humperdinck.
I didn't know he was
really
Indian.
nice.
Wow.
What?
I did not know he was born in India.
Engelbert Humperdinck?
Yeah, he's Indian.
I thought he was from the
No.
England.
No, the British Raj, now Chennai, India.
Really?
Yeah, in Madras.
Wow.
Wow, one of 10
You have
children.
to hear his daughter. When I went to see him, his daughter was on stage with him, and she's very talented too.
Wow. He was born there, but he grew up from 10 years old in England. So technically.
Yeah, see, England.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I didn't know he was born in India.
Well, me neither.
Learned
I
something
knew he was
new.
from England.
He's still alive, too.
Yes, he is. I just saw him recently on YouTube. He's playing somewhere.
He's 87. Holy
Could
crap.
you imagine? I don't think that there is an Engelbert song that some member of my family does not have. We
See the
have
one-
every single song.
Is he the one that sang Raindrops Keep Falling on My Head?
Yeah, he sang that too.
There you go.
But-
So at least I can name one.
Yeah, but that's somebody else sang that, but he sang it also. He also he's Quando.
Oh, that's a great one.
Winter Wonderland. So many songs.
Oh my God.
When you go into our houses on the holiday, like John's, my brother John's house and my sister's house, that's what's playing. Engelbert.
Wow.
Yep.
Yeah, all I play is Sinatra and Dean Martin in my house.
Yeah, BJ Thomas originally sang that song. That's right, Steve. And Real Deal says After the Lovin'.
And the P-Funk.
In the who?
P-Funk. Parliament Funkadelic.
Who's that?
Oh. Marla.
BJ Thomas?
No, Parliament Funkadelic. George Clinton.
I don't even know what you just said.
I'm trying to think if there's
Flashlight.
Yeah, if there's an artist he worked with, she might know. I'm trying to think.
He did a song with Tupac at one point. Well, that's kind of garbage, but you ever heard of Bootsy Collins?
No.
Oh, jeez.
Well, you had to hear the Flashlight song. Wasn't that an 80s song?
Yeah, it was in the 80s.
Flashlight. Yeah, I heard of
Yeah.
that.
That's Parliament. Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
That's what
That-
you're into.
That and I listen to the blues, and that's it.
George
And-
Benson.
And,
Yeah, I
Conway,
like
and Conway Twitty.
Conway Twitty.
Yep.
Listen, I love Blake Shelton.
Ugh.
Oh, I love him. I
I'm not a
only
fan.
play Oasis.
Wow, that's
Yeah, Jeff, he is an Indian.
yes,
He's
he
Welsh.
is. I just looked it up. He is.
Yeah, he's
part
Welsh
Indian.
and German.
Yeah, but he's part Indian as well. He's got a whole. Nobody is 100% of anything.
He's a military kid.
Yeah, absolutely. Stick it up your ass, Maureen. She's been busting my rod for like 2 weeks because I blocked her on Twitter.
Why'd you block her on? Oh my God! All those years ago,
Yeah.
he blocked me too, Maureen.
Well, you're a different story.
You blocked me.
No, I left Twitter entirely.
Yeah, you did, but you did block me before you left.
Of course.
You
It's like
blocked us all. You
it's
blocked
the exclamation
Stacy.
point.
Yeah.
Block, take off. No, I was getting
You-
doxxed all over Twitter.
Yeah, you blocked me, Ange, Maureen, and Stacy, the four of
Who's
us.
Stacy?
Stacy was part of our little clique.
Oh, well, I think anybody can understand why I would have blocked Angela.
What?
Let's just be honest.
No.
Let's just be a little honest. If I said
No,
anything that,
no.
listen, I'm going to be honest. If I said remotely anything that she kind of maybe took a little sideways, it was blast Jeff time.
Well, yeah, she always defends
Right,
me.
right. So that's my point. Is that's why I was like, okay, I don't want to be inundated. I still think she's nice. I don't have any ill will towards her at all.
Yeah, we
You
love
know, but
Ange.
it was you also have to understand the time period we're dealing with. I was fighting with that other person, and you know who that was. I don't want to get into that. So it was a lot of back and forth. I was a prick because you wouldn't stop blowing up my inbox, Maureen. Those are facts. You wouldn't stop blowing up my inbox like a stalker.
Hello there, Jesse Rock. We were talking about you before. All good.
No, I was not. You were. I wasn't.
No, not you. Marlon. Wait, hold on. It was me. I was talking about you.
See, we confused her.
Yeah. I was talking about you. Let's see. Self-inflicted Jeff. Michael, it does 55. I don't even know what that means.
Well, you'll find yourself on the block list again, Maureen. How about that?
I'll cut it out. Zip it, Spiffy.
I thought it was, let's see, Spiffy, Jiffy, what else? Yeah.
Spiffy. I gave you that name, Spiffy.
But nobody knows. They have no idea why.
Yep, that's true.
And they never
have
will.
No idea. Nope.
That's our secret.
Will. Yep. That's funny. This was fun tonight. You were on electric last night? What the heck does that mean?
I have no idea.
Maureen said go for
I
it,
saw.
Jiffy. I love the back and forth.
Yeah, of course you do.
Tommy, real deal. You like the Bills tomorrow morning? Angel, what's your favorite Four Seasons song? Oh, that's a good one. Let me think. You know what I really love? I love My Eyes Adored You. I love that song.
Did they do Calendar Girl, or is that somebody else?
No, that Calendar Girl was Neil Sedaka. Remember Neil Sedaka?
Oh.
Let me think.
Working My Way Back to You, Babe, is my favorite.
Yeah, I like that one too, but I love My Eyes Adored You. And shoot. Wait, let me think. Working My Way. Oh, Walk Like a Man. I love that one too.
I have no who the fuck is
crawling
Stacy?
under earth.
I don't even know who the fuck Stacy is. He's bringing up people. I have no idea who these fucking people are.
Yeah, there was 4 of us. Stacy.
Wait a minute. Oh my God. Hold on, Maureen. I apologize. I totally thought that she was that Rainieri broad. Oh my God. I'm sorry, Maureen. No, Angel, do you remember the Rainieri person?
Yeah, she's in this chat right now.
I thought that Maureen was Rainieri.
No.
Oh my God, Maureen, I apologize. Hey, at least I'm a man. I'll admit it. I was wrong. No, Maureen used to ball bust like crazy. Now I remember. But
yeah.
Stacy, I don't know who Stacy is.
Stacy was she was part of us. She was. Hi. Are you taking her down? Okay.
And Bella is Angela, right?
Yes.
Okay,
yes.
so at least I know which one I'm talking about.
Yeah. Yeah. Big Girls Don't Cry. I like that too. Can't take my eyes off of you.
Oh, What
Yeah,
a
I
Night was a
love
good
all
one.
his
Yeah.
songs. I love them all. Angela said, "I'm
It's
Jeff
time for me to
Bezos."
go. I'm gonna get chased by the ladies now. Oh Christ! Should have just stayed quiet, not mentioned
Yeah, I love
anybody.
that one, Jesse Roth. I love that song.
It's too good to be true. We know you don't sing. Blah 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 blah.
But I love My Eyes Adored You. Oh, I love that song. Yeah, they have so many. Exactly. Marla, do you know any Frankie Valley songs?
I'm a Sinatra girl.
There you go,
Oh, you
Marla. I knew
are.
I liked you.
Really?
I'm a Sinatra girl.
Everybody loves Frank Sinatra. How can you not?
I liked his biography, everything I've read about him.
You're gonna get me demonetized.
It's gone. It's 2 seconds.
The sun ain't gonna shine anymore. Wow. Wow.
Who? DJ
You could
Shark?
like both. Yeah, you could like anybody.
DJ Shark Shitter? Oh, hitter. Sorry.
What's
God.
wrong with you?
I'm not wearing my glasses, Angel. I thought it literally said DJ Shark Shitter. I said, wow, that's interesting.
Oh God. DJ Shark Hitter said, "Has anyone listened to my cover song One Last Breath?" No, not yet.
No, but I feel we have the synopsis based on the description.
Who's this? Who are you talking about? She takes over the chat. WAP. She blocked me because I call her out for being a pathological lying fraud.
Ooh, I
Who
like
are you
Maureen's
talking
dog.
to? Yeah, and Maureen, that's right. Maureen was Tiger on Twitter.
Listen, I still don't know who Shlomo was.
Oh my God. Shlomo was the best. He's still on there.
I
He's
barely-
on the
Locate
new
him
one
and bring
now.
him on. I've heard about him and never.
Yeah,
Oh
I'm
my
gonna
God.
message him and tell him to come on.
He said crazy stuff.
Oh, remember when he drove Ed Scarpo insane because Ed Scarpo swore he was my brother John, and he
Oh
used to
God,
tell him, "I'm gonna get you, Junior."
I
know
forgot
it's
about
you,
that turd.
Junior, you idiot.
I totally forgot about that turd.
Yep, and I kept telling him, "It's not my brother, you idiot. That's not my brother. My brother's not on social media. He didn't care."
Oh, and by the way, Angela, I hope things get better for you. I heard
Yeah,
things were
they
not
will.
good. So wish
Yeah.
everyone well.
I loved Sinatra movies. I loved Frankie Avalon movies.
You know, it was just last year that I found out that Ocean's 8 that they made with George Clooney in him, that was originally the Rat Pack in there. I
Yes.
watched the original. I had no idea how it originally ended
Yeah,
until I
and
saw it. I was like,
They if you ever get a chance to watch Robin and the Seven Hoods, that's a good one.
Wait, what are you talking about? That Ocean's 11 was
Ocean's
supposed
11 was originally a Frank Sinatra film.
yeah, I did not know that it was like the Rat Pack was in there. And I did not know how it originally ended because I always thought it was a George Clooney movie, you know, with Brad
Right.
Pitt and all them.
Right.
But then I like the classic channel. So I'm watching and I was like, Ocean's 11, why would they be playing that on here?
Yeah,
And
Robin and the
him.
Seven Hoods is fantastic. It's about gangsters, but it's a musical and it takes place in Chicago. And the guy that was in Columbo is in it. He's hilarious.
Wait a minute. You're saying there's the original movie is Frank Sinatra's in it?
Yeah, Frank Sinatra, Dean Martin, Sammy Davis Jr., Norman Fell, all of the big famous actors from the day are in it.
And it was the same thing. It was a robbery of a casino.
Yeah, they robbed seven casinos. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh wow! I gotta watch that.
It was good. It was good.
I love the George Clooney one. I love it.
What other one?
I said the George Clooney
No,
one.
I know. I heard what you said. I'm
Oh.
talking to myself over here. I do that a lot, you know.
Yeah, no, that one I like. Oh yeah, it's worth the watch, Angel. I have to see.
Yeah,
I
Peter
have to
Falk.
see.
Peter Falk is
Peter
in.
Falk. Okay.
Yeah, it's a great movie.
All right, I want to watch it.
Oh, and by the way, just to rub it in your face,
Yeah.
I saw 3 episodes of the new Mrs. Brown's Boys.
Oh, somebody said in this chat last week that Mrs. Brown has 3 new shows out.
Yes, because I have the BBC app on my TV and I can watch that. That's how you get it.
Oh yeah, what was the song again? Wise Up Show. I can't see it on StreamYards. What
One
was
last
that one?
breath.
Yeah, I can't see it on StreamYards. What he's just put it in the chat.
Someone sang a song to you?
Yes,
Ooh.
Ralph did from Wise Up Show.
Ooh.
He sounds just like Sinatra too. He didn't even have an. Did he have music? He sang it on Edwin's one night. He sang it.
Who is that? Who is that guy? Sal Valentinetti or whatever the fuck kid's name?
Sal the Voice?
I can't stand that kid.
Why? I like him.
Because he doesn't sound like Sinatra to me.
Well, I don't think he sounds like Sinatra, but he's got a really good voice.
No, that he does. He can sing. That's
Yeah,
true.
he could definitely sing. I don't know. I don't think anybody sounds like Sinatra except for Sinatra.
No, I'd agree. His son didn't sound anything like him either.
No, his son didn't either.
His son was a real creep.
Was he?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, he had a bunch of kids and it was a mess. And it was really kind of a scumbag thing because when he died, like they didn't do a funeral or nothing, but he had like 3 kids, but only recognized one, Michael. So it was like a nasty sort of kind of thing. And I guess 2 of his kids went to go visit him and he'd have nothing to do with them.
Are you kidding? Desi Arnaz Jr. you're talking about?
Yeah,
Oh, no,
yeah.
Frank Sinatra Jr.
Yeah, Junior. He wasn't a very nice guy.
Oh, he wasn't. Oh,
No.
wow.
No. And I think, too, when you live in your father's shadow your whole life, I mean, that's got to be tough, but
it doesn't give you an excuse to be cruel to your kids.
no, it doesn't. It doesn't. And it was like Bing Crosby used to beat his kids. And a lot of his kids grew up in Frank Sinatra's house because they were scared to death of their own father.
Holy crap. Are you kidding?
Yeah.
I saw something about them.
Oh, that's it. For
Hollywood
Ralph, You
Rivals.
and Me. I like that song. You and Me. I'm
Were they
sorry. Go
Hollywood-
ahead.
Were they Hollywood rivals? Because I saw something about that.
Yeah,
on the
they were a little bit, but it was Frank wanted to kind of sound like Bing and kind of, trained himself to sing like Bing. But then once he started to surpass Bing, it got a little nasty, got a little testy. Whereas Dean Martin was the complete opposite. He just didn't give a shit. He just did his thing and kept it moving.
Good night, Real Deal. What happened?
Bing Crosby and Frank Sinatra at one point didn't like each other. They were rivals.
Oh, wow.
And the fact that he beat on his own children, like, just drove Frank up a wall.
Oh, wow. Why'd he beat on his kids?
He was, I don't want to stereotype, but he's an Irish drunk.
Oh, wow.
When he came home, the kids had to go sit in their room. They couldn't come out. If they did, they got beat with a belt, like stuff like that. Yeah, horrible stuff.
Did his kids say that publicly?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Wow.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
Hi, Al Capone's #1 mall, also known as Liz. Dean Martin was so laid back, he didn't give an F. Yeah, Dean Martin, after his son died, he didn't care about living anymore.
That was
No,
so sad. I
and
watched his documentary too.
that was heartbreaking.
What's very odd about that is the same mountain range that Dean Martin's son died on. Frank Sinatra's mother was killed in a plane crash in the same exact place.
Yeah, isn't that something?
Yeah.
Wow.
Wow. Yeah, but they said that he just didn't want to live anymore after his son died.
No.
Like everything left him. He
Yeah.
didn't care about anything anymore.
No, and I think you can say that. Like, listen, I don't have children and I don't have a child that had died, but I can tell you that my sister died when she was 10. And everybody knows that. I've talked about that.
Yeah.
And she was never the same after that.
Yeah.
Never.
I don't think anybody is the same.
No. No, I don't. How could you be? You know, in a certain generation, you know, there wasn't like mental illness and depression and all this and that and the third. But even if they could diagnose like depression and all of that, doesn't take away the fact that that happened. You know, I don't think there's any kind of medication or any kind of therapy that can make that easy on anybody.
No, I know. That I remember watching that and I'm really getting so sad from that. Anybody who loses a child is never the same ever again.
Yeah. Here we go, down into the mud again.
Yeah, here we go. I was just thinking that.
Did you know?
Don't do it. Don't
Look,
do it.
listen, Frankie Valli lost a child too. He lost his daughter.
Wow.
He lost his daughter, I think, to drugs, right?
And you're going to go right back
overdose.
into the mud with it.
Yeah. I like Bobby Darin also. Oh, look who's here. Bobby Brady. Me too. I like Bobby Darin. I love that movie. That movie, Beyond the Sea. Was that what it was called?
With Kevin Spacey, yeah.
I love that movie.
Kevin Spacey's a good singer too.
Yeah, I was shocked.
Yeah.
Oh, you know who can sing that I never knew could?
Oh.
Kevin Costner.
Yeah.
Are you kidding?
Yeah, he's in a movie. There's a Hatfields and McCoys. I watched it because that's southern part of where I'm from, but I wanted to see his version of it. He did a lot of those the soundtrack. He was on some of them. He did pretty good. He's a pretty good singer.
Seth MacFarlane is a great singer too.
Oh, I know Louis Prima.
Seth MacFarlane, he does Family Guy, The Voices. He has a bunch of albums and they all won Grammys.
Get out of here.
I'm not kidding. If you were to go on your phone and type Seth MacFarlane sings, you would be like, what the hell? There's no way. But he does. He croons like Sinatra and all those guys.
Wow.
Yep.
Tony Bennett. Yeah, he just died.
Man, that was crazy.
I wasn't a big Tony Bennett fan. I liked like the others more than, I don't know why. I was never really a Tony Bennett fan.
I like a couple of his songs, but not many.
Yeah. Robert Downey Jr. is a
oh my
good
God.
singer
Are you
too?
kidding me? He's an amazing singer. Yeah.
Get out of here. I never heard him sing.
Type in on YouTube, Robert Downey Jr. sings Sting songs.
Are you kidding?
You'll be amazed.
Oh, wow. See, I never knew that. Isn't that something? Wow, you learn something new every day. He has Christmas songs?
Yep.
Wow.
It wasn't until Johnny Depp's trial that he didn't originally go to Hollywood, I think, to be an actor.
No, he went to be a musician.
Yep. Yeah, I didn't know that until the trial.
Are you kidding?
I didn't know that. Yeah, like the first movie was the Nightmare on Elm Street. That was a fluke. He wasn't trying to do that. He was trying to do the music thing, and he got pulled into it.
Yep.
Oh, wow. Yes, he sang with Vonda Shepard on Ally McBeal. I used to love that show. Yeah, Joe Pesci. Listen, you want to hear a story about Joe Pesci? Joe Pesci, I knew sings. I also have a VHS or VCR, whichever one it is. No, I'm serious. Joe Pesci sang at my cousin Anne-Marie's wedding. He sang, that's my Uncle Angelo Ruggiero. Joe Pesci sang 2 songs. He dedicated them both to my father, and he got up and sang with the band. It was
Joe Pesci and Frank Vincent used to be a comedy team and they were a singing team together back in the day.
Really?
Yeah, back in the 60s.
He came to the wedding with an actress. She was big back then. Michelle Johnson. Does anybody remember her? He brought her to the wedding and he sang Johnny Be Good and Desperado. And he dedicated both of them to my father. And I have that on I have a copy of my cousin's wedding. She gave it to me.
Did you know that Carl Wilson was married to Dean Martin's daughter?
Who?
Carl Wilson from the Beach Boys.
No.
Yep.
He was married to Dean Martin's daughter,
Yep.
Dina.
Yep.
She was at she knows my brother John. She was at the Gotti premiere.
I think it was Dina.
Yeah, she's the one. We couldn't use a Sinatra song because it was too violent. The scene.
Oh no, he was okay. He was married to Gina.
Oh,
Martin.
all right.
Either way.
Yeah, but she's the one who gave the permission for her father's song to be played in the movie.
You can never go wrong with Dean Martin.
Yeah, no, I know. I love Dean Martin.
I liked his what was it, his roast.
Oh yeah, those are great.
Those
were the best. Those were the best.
I wish they still had that kind of comedy now.
No, the scene the scene in the movie was too violent, so we couldn't use she wouldn't allow us to use her song. So, but Dina Martin did. She allowed us to use her father's song. But I'm sorry, go ahead. I'm sorry, Marla.
No, I just said that it was I liked his comedy. I wish they still had that kind of comedy now. It's
today with woke
kind of
America.
now.
Woke America would never go for it. Don Wrinkles, I think that they would tar and feather him.
Oh, I know. Him and George Carlin could never do what they do what they did today. No way.
Exactly. And but I'll tell you, you know who is funny? Foster Brooks.
Oh God, he played a drunk better than anybody.
Oh my God, he was so funny. Those were the best. Those Dean Martin roasts were the best. Jerry Vale, Pretend You Don't See Her. I don't remember that song, but I'm going to play it when this is over.
You'll remember it when you hear it.
I have all his vinyl.
Oh, you do?
Oh, yeah. Are you kidding me? I drive my neighbors nuts with the shit I listen to.
You know who else I didn't become a fan of until after he died? Elvis Presley.
I was going to say Elvis.
Yeah, Elvis. I growing up, we didn't have him in the house either. After he died, then I started listening to him and all his songs, and I loved them.
I have no comment. I've never heard of Elvis Presley.
What?
Oh, please. You know, people always say that I have a weird obsession with him.
Oh, shoot. I forgot about that. Did you like the Stylistics?
Are you asking me?
You're too young.
No, I'm not. I listen to the Delphonics. What are you talking about?
Oh, really? I used to love the Stylistics. I went to see them too.
That's why I think you would like Philadelphia, Ange, because the place I go to, that's all they play is old stuff like that.
Yeah.
No, I'm serious. Like no new crap. It's just that sort of stuff, like Dean Martin, Sinatra, and then you get into the 60s, and that's how you always knew Stevie Mazzone was in the house, because it was Dean Martin time.
Really?
Yep.
Wait, Jesse Roth said your neighbors think they live next to an 80-year-old man.
Yeah, I mean, that's what a lot of people say, but you know, I don't know.
I love Motown too. Diana Ross and the Supremes were my favorite. Who else? Teddy Pendergrass. I love them all. The Stylistics, the Temptations. My friend, the one you met, number 2, Marla.
Yeah.
She said that the Temptations, the play was fantastic.
Really?
Yep.
Wow, do they do heroin and snort coke on stage?
She was telling me a lot of it. It was very sad. Yeah, she said it was very sad. It was good though.
I'm just looking for a little realism here.
You know what I wanted? You're not going to like this, Angel, but you know who I wanted to see? He was in Atlantic City, and by the time I saw it, the tickets were sold out. Chaz Palminteri, he does a one-man performance of the Bronx Tale. And I heard a lot of people went.
Yeah, my brother John went.
Was it good? What is he doing? He's doing a whole movie by himself up there?
I don't know. No, I don't know if he went to see that, but he did meet him in person, and they have pictures together. But I never put him up because I don't like him.
You know what's funny is I met him too, and he signed a Bronx Tale thing for me. It was like an actual thing from the play that he did originally, like way back when, and he signed it. But he was like, "What's your name?" And I'm like, "Sonny." Because I wanted to give it to my buddy Sonny as a gift so he could hang up in the club or whatever. But he was a very, very nice guy, I gotta say. I'm not really a fan of him or the shit he's doing now, but you know, whatever.
I know.
You know, he doesn't have to live by any credo. He is who he is.
Yeah, true. That's true.
But he's
Martha
very, very
and the
nice.
Vandellas, the Shirelles, wow. Smokey Robinson. I used to love them all.
All right, so who sang that song, Going to the Chapel and We're Gonna Get Married, Going to the Chapel of Love? You remember that song?
Oh, I remember that song. Who sung that? I love that song. It's in my favorite
will
movie.
ring, do. Yeah, I love that song.
Yeah, I can't think who sang that, but didn't they sing Mr. Postman also?
That's what I thought too.
The Dixie Cuts.
No.
Chapel of Love?
Oh, is the
Dixie Cups? Yeah.
Oh, remember the cleanup woman? Remember that song?
The Cleanup Woman.
Yeah.
That legitimately. Oh, you weren't joking. Betty Wright.
Betty Wright what?
Sang Cleanup Woman.
Yeah, that's such a good song. That's a really good song. How about the other one? What was the other one with Band of Gold? That's
Okay,
a good song.
Can I ask you guys a question? I just want you to, I'm going to read the first of Cleanup Woman, the lyrics, just because I need somebody to explain this to me. A cleanup woman is a woman who gets all the love we girls leave behind. The reason I know so much about her is because she picked up a man of mine. Jumping slick was my ruin. What is a jumping slick?
Yeah, I don't have a clue.
No idea.
I got a couple ideas, but it's filthy.
Well, Frida Payne. That's right, Carol. Frida Payne sang A Band of Gold. I love that song. You could tell, like, I love suicide music, right?
Yeah, I've noticed that. You know, Angel, you have about a 6.5 minute level where you're great with everything. But all of a sudden, it becomes burning babies, murdered animals, songs you should, like song albums you should kill yourself to. Every jilted lover you ever had is coming to your mind. It's like you're insufferable.
Oh, I know. I can't help it.
My day was great. I spent time getting the baby stuff, and oh, did you see all those people caught on fire? Okay.
Oh my God. Look at this. Heidi Black says, love Frida Payne. Her husband beat her badly.
See what I mean? We go from positive straight to negative.
Oh my God.
Frida Payne is terrific, but her husband beat the dog shit out of her.
Cleanup woman is a hoe. Yeah, exactly.
I figured as much, but I didn't want to say that.
Yeah, it's like, you know, the other woman.
A hoa.
A hoa. A hoa. Frida Payne was so pretty, yeah.
Oh, the amount of times I heard that in my house growing up.
What do you mean her husband beat her badly?
Well, usually that's when person A hits person B.
Yeah, I know that. What a piece of... Put the bed on fire. Set it on fire.
There's a movie
let the cleanup.
Here we go again.
Light the bed on fire and then let the cleanup woman come.
What?
The hell are you talking?
I'm clueless.
You know what? Here's how bad this is. Me and Marla went in a whole different direction with what you just said. So now all of a sudden, instead of us thinking, oh, then the cleanup lady came and do her thing or whatever, Marla and I are like, whoa, she set her on fire. And then this lady came and had an orgasm.
No, she had to clean up the mess. Piece of shit. Like another Ike Turner. Ugh.
Angel needs one of those big red buzzers on her desk for when she starts going off the reservation.
Her husband was Gregory Abbott. Is he dead? Let's celebrate the day he died.
Wow.
He beat his wife. What are you kidding me? Beat her badly. Let's celebrate that day. We'll do a show that night.
I can't believe she said that.
Oh, I can. She's all about the bad mojo tonight.
Yeah, you're not kidding.
So glad we're a smaller show. We would stay on the cover of some magazine with some of the comments you make.
Oh no, he's not dead. He is a singer as well. Well, is she still alive? Marla, don't follow Jeff. He'll corrupt you. I think that Marla can corrupt Jeff. How's that? No, he's not.
I'm a good girl. I'm
Catholic. I'm incorruptible.
Oh, look, Heidi Black says I like Jeff. But is Heidi Frida Payne still alive? Oh, she is alive. Okay. Are they divorced? I hope they're divorced.
Are they divorced? Did she get everything? Did she get the house and the dog?
Twilight Zone. He beat her badly.
That's a rumor. I don't know nothing about. I don't like to talk about.
Oh, come on,
marriages.
you and your rumors. Did she get up and say that she was beaten badly by him?
God. You want me to send her a telegram? Is she still alive?
No, I want her to come on it. Pretty boy Gregory. Yes, they are divorced. Frida Payne was in Baltimore Jazz Club last weekend.
Okay,
really?
So I tell you what, I will locate her, Angel, and I'll have her come on your show and she could talk all about that.
Yes, Angel, they were only married like 3 and 4 years ago. Yes, she said it. Okay, Marla, that's not a rumor.
That's terrible then. I have a new show idea.
What?
In February, we should take a trip, or I should take a trip and record it. I want to go to Mardi Gras.
Okay. I just came back from New Orleans. Marla, let me explain something to you. Anything that you thought you've seen, albeit pornography or any crazy crap you've seen, New Orleans is going to open your eyes to things that you didn't think existed.
I want to see Marie Laveau's grave. Everybody talks about it. That's the only thing I want to go see.
Well, you're in luck because you're going to see things that you didn't think you could legally do.
Really?
Listen.
Oh, Heidi Black is from New Orleans. Did you know that? I didn't know that.
Without getting graphic, people were doing oral things in the middle of the street.
My boss told me that once. She got to go, and she said they do it right there. And I was like,
"Oh yeah."
But the police are there. When I used to show it on Cops, the police were going down.
Listen, I saw 2 cops the entire time I was in the French Quarter. I saw 2 cops in 5 days.
Oh, really?
When people passed out, there were people that were passed out drunk that had urinated on themselves, and there was a guy going around putting a chalk mark around their body, a chalk mark.
Ew.
Just for fun. I saw a lot of insane stuff.
Did you visit any voodoo places?
No, I'm chicken shit. I'm Catholic. I don't go into those places.
Well, I'm Roman Catholic too. I'm just curious because voodoo is like a mixture of African tradition.
No, there's a bunch of places though. There are a bunch of places, but I suggest the graveyards. Those are really cool.
I wanted to do that, but my boss, she was from New Orleans, and she said not to do it because a lot of those are ripoffs. So like you pay to go see, they'll take you to the cemeteries, but then they rob you. So she told me not to do it. But I really.
So what's so great about the grave that you want to go to?
Marie Laveau. Oh, she was a voodoo priestess back in the day, and they say like I guess you ask her for stuff, and then you do the X
thing, and then if
Yep.
she wants to appear, like she comes as a boa constrictor or something like that. They say it's like really weird. There's a weird vibe. Everybody I've talked to that goes on those graveyard ones trips, they say it's like scary. Like the moment you enter, like you have a feeling like something's not right. That's because I've heard that before, and I've gone to certain places and I've never got that feeling. But they say that New Orleans is the spot. It's the only state where witchcraft is outlawed. Well, voodoo is outlawed. Yeah.
Wait,
And they say
Heidi Black says, wait, Heidi says, yes, Marla, I have a good spot for you. Go
Yeah,
to
St. Bernard's a
Bernard,
good place.
St. Bernard.
Yeah, that's a
Oh,
good
I'm
one.
going to that. I want to this, and this is the only time you'll hear me say this. I'm going to that plantation, the haunted one.
Oh my God.
You're gonna love the
What
food.
are you talking about? What are you talking about?
It's a bed and breakfast, and it's 30 miles away, I think, from where I actually want to be. But it's like it has something to do with a slave named Chloe, and she still haunts the place because she killed her. She
Myrtle's
killed
Plantation, right? Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah, Myrtle's Plantation.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I want to go there
Who'd
because
she
they say.
kill? Wait, who'd she kill?
Well, she was, I guess her and the husband were fooling around, and she had a reputation for being nosy. So I guess one time they caught her listening to family business, and as punishment, they cut off her ear, or he cut off her ear. So to get him back, she put some type of leaf in the food, but it was poisonous. She was just trying to get him sick. She wasn't trying to kill him, or that's how the story goes.
Oleander leaves, yeah.
Yeah, and she ended up killing the family. And so then they hung her. Well, I think the other slaves got pissy because it was going to, they could got in trouble.
Slave master.
So they ended up hanging her.
Yep.
And they said, and then so like I guess years down the line, they were taking pictures of the property for insurance purposes, and they caught her on one of the pictures that they sent into. So that kind of thing intrigues me. I want to see it.
So were you going to go?
I would if I could go back, I'd do it.
Yeah, I want to, but I want somebody to go with me. I'm gonna ask Carol, and if Carol and Teresa pass,
You don't take Angel because then you'll end up
I want
talking
to
to
take
every
it. Yeah, because I want to take
psychic in the
Angel
city.
because
Yeah, I'm going to go to every single one of them.
well, she's white. They won't bother her.
What do you mean? Why won't they bother me?
Well, because they might mess with me. They may think I should be doing so. I don't know. I just feel more safer if you go with me. I don't know what pool you got, what ghosts, but anything to help in this situation.
You love the food. The food is unreal, and the
Emerald's
service
down his restaurant. Did you go to that
beautiful.
place?
Where?
Emerald's, isn't his restaurant down there? I want to go there too because his restaurant's down there. He loves real.
God, I forgot where I went. I went to some big I can't remember the name of it. I went to a big famous place where I got the hurricane drinks or whatever. Is that what they're called? I have it on my phone. That's why I'm looking. They have like
I gotta
this.
take these headphones off. Hold on.
I don't know. I had a good time. The food was fantastic, but I got drunk, way too drunk.
Did you really?
Oh my God, are you
Do
kidding
they
me?
have good drinks down there?
Oh yeah, hurricane.
What's hurricane mean? Wait, let me
I've
change.
heard
Let
of
me
that.
take the phones off. Hold on.
Let me look that up. What's in it?
Everything. It's dark rum, light rum, rum, lime juice.
That's a good drink then with rum.
Listen, they tell you when you get there, I don't have too many. And the first night I was there, I had like 6. And I'm like, uh-oh. And because marijuana's everywhere, I'm like, well, I'm already fucked up. Why not?
Huh. You could have got robbed. I heard they're notorious for doing that down there during. Did you go during Mardi Gras?
No, God, no. I would never go during then.
That's
No.
when I want to go. I want to go to the parade too.
I was back there in June. And it was
why would
hot.
you could have just went in February.
Yeah, I know, but it was so fucking hot. It was ridiculous hot. But I had a great time.
And that king cake, I want to try that too.
Yeah, the food, I could not believe how good the food was. But I
it
like
all fried?
Southern food anyway, so
I know. Is it all fried?
a lot of it, yeah.
While eat at the smaller, authentic places.
Yes.
You buy liquor 24/7.
Yes, and she's 100% unbelievably correct about that. It's the small little hole in the wall places that have the best food.
Oh, shoot.
All I did was eat, drink, and smoke dope.
Is it legal there? Weed?
I don't even know, but everybody in the street was selling it and handing it, so why not? Who's going to stop me? And listen, because I don't even really do that anyway, it didn't take much. And I was like talking to myself, talking to walls. I was all over the place.
Really?
Yeah. Why not?
You went by yourself?
No, I didn't say that.
Oh.
I'm not that crazy.
Scary. It's too scary of a place to go by yourself.
No, I wouldn't suggest anybody.
I'll meet her there.
No, I wouldn't suggest anybody go by themselves. No,
Yeah.
I went with somebody. We had a great time. We stayed, our hotel was in the French Quarter, and it was like $217, $220 a night, had a pool, beautiful. And our porch had these French doors that opened up that overlooked the French Quarter. It was fantastic.
I heard the homes down there are really beautiful too.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Nick Cage used to have a home there. But yeah, it's definitely kind of freaky at night when you walk down some side streets. Like they have Pirate Alley and all that kind of good stuff. It's kind of a creepy place, but if you're into like macabre, scary horror stuff, it's the perfect place. Like I swear to God, I would live there if I could.
Really?
Oh, they have a no open container law.
Oh yeah, you can walk down the street with booze all day long, all night long. Oh yeah.
Really? They
Yeah,
encourage it.
It was kind of weird to walk past a cop with a beer in my hand going, hello. They're like, hey, how you doing?
I felt that way in Vegas. They literally,
Yeah.
That surprises me when people live in those type of states with that type of freedom. It's like, are you serious? I can walk down the street with this and there's no in public intoxication.
You know,
Yeah,
I've been all over the world. Like I've been to 12 different countries, 13 different countries. And New Orleans has to be the one place where like the service was beyond anything I've ever expected. Usually Southern service, like if you go down to the South is a certain kind of way, but they were just so friggin' nice. Unbelievably nice. What are you laughing at, Angela?
Jeff, who are you kidding? You were there catching beads.
No, there wasn't any of that really going on. Listen,
Really?
no, people are giving each other oral sex in the middle of the street. Beads kind of is oblivious at that point.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. You walk by and you're like, hey, look at that. I want to videotape that and send that to Boston Andy because he's not going to believe it.
Oh my gosh.
But yeah, they do all kinds of crazy shit, but everybody's so nice.
Are
Very
you reading are you reading Heidi, Marla?
My family is there, Marla. I'm there in February, but my family lives there. Oh yeah.
Where did I stay? I stayed at the Chateau Lemoyne. I think that's what it was called. Chateau Lemoyne. I can't speak French to save my goddamn life.
Oh, John Wolfe lives there. I forgot about that.
Oh, God.
Heidi Black will be in Vegas for December for Bruno Mars and Cardi B concert. Are they doing it together?
Well, that shouldn't affect Mardi Gras. That's in February. You can still meet me there.
I would love to see Angel Gotti walking down the streets during Mardi Gras with a beer in her hand. Boy, you want to talk about there being YouTube drama then.
Well, I'm taking
I don't like
pictures.
beer.
What?
I
All right,
don't
maybe
like beer.
wine, whatever it is you drink, a seltzer water then.
We'll
No,
get you
I
a
don't like
hurricane. We'll get you a hurricane.
We'll get Angel a
I would like
hurricane.
one of those.
Yeah, we'll get Angel a hurricane. She'll be like, call. I'm going to tell him what the fuck I think about him right now.
Oh, they're gonna be on together. Cardi B. Who's opening for who? She's Cardi B is opening for Bruno Mars.
Angel went and got a snack and didn't bring anything for anybody
Yes,
else.
I did because I didn't eat. I was too busy helping my daughter, and I was on the phone, as a matter of fact, too.
Well, just because you didn't bring any for the rest, I'm not sharing my
I'm sorry.
critter cake or whatever the fuck this is I have.
Yeah, exactly. Angel can wear a mask. I don't even have to wear a mask. Nobody knows who I am anyway.
No, but they'd all recognize you by your voice.
Ah.
All they hear is evil, evil, evil.
We have a fan base down there too, Angel. Remember there was a guy here one time that he was putting our show up on the TV at the bar.
Oh, yeah.
We'll go
I forgot the name. That's right.
Wonder if they'll come back and tell us what bar it was so we can go there first. Maybe they'll get drinks.
Heidi, you going there for Christmas? Oh, Heidi's gonna be in Las Vegas for Christmas.
Oh. I don't know how to gamble. Otherwise, it would be fun. I think.
I'm not a gambler. I don't
Play
know
roulette.
what I'm doing. I sit down at the machines. They're just like, put your money in. It's like, but what am I trying to do? Like, how do you know when you win? Is there a certain way I can work this machine to where I don't understand? Like, why am I just putting my money in and you're just telling me to do the handle thing?
Play roulette. You can bet on red or black. Or
do they
numbers.
tell you how to play the game before you start playing? Or
Yeah, 100%.
Are you lying to me? This is a trick, isn't it?
Legitimately, they will tell you how to play because they want you to spend your money.
Yeah.
Oh. So roulette, what do you have to do?
You can bet on a block of 4 numbers. You can bet on black. You can bet on red. You can bet on odds. You can bet on even numbers, whatever you want.
And then if the ball lands on an odd number, you win?
Yeah. So if you pick black and it hits black, you win. If it hits a red number, you win red. So what happens is if you bet black and you lose, then you double down on red. Or excuse me, double down on black.
Oh, yeah, they changed it. It's not November now. It's December. December in Las Vegas. But I'm sorry. Go ahead.
What is?
The fight, the rematch.
With who?
My nephew and Mayweather.
Oh.
I just found out today, and meanwhile, I forgot to tell everybody. Yeah, it's December, not November. But go ahead. I'm sorry. Wow. Go ahead. Tell her. So what happens now?
Sorry.
He's telling me how to play the Russian roulette one.
Russian roulette? No, you just, you always double down. That's all. You lose 100, you put 200 down. You just keep going that way.
You're telling me the truth, or are you telling me how to lose?
No, I'm telling you the truth. And when you go, you call me and I'll walk you through it.
So so we're saying that so I walk up to the table and I say, okay, it's going to go on black. Well, and it just happens to fall on black.
You know
There's
what I do?
Other stipulations. I just say it's going to land on black, and it does. I get paid.
Yeah. Or red, or odd numbers, even numbers, 1 through 20, 20 through 30, whatever.
And I don't have to pick a specific number. I just say odds, and it lands on an odd.
Correct. Yes.
Did you just say Russian roulette?
But it pays higher if you land on a number. It's like 50 to 1 or 30 to 1, something like that.
Huh.
But yeah, rule of thumb is this: anytime you go to a casino, take $100 with you, right? Play with your $100, and anything you win, just start playing with your winnings and leave that 100 in your pocket. You'll be fine. Yep.
Really?
That's what I do. That way I don't go through like $3,000. I'm cheap. Who the hell wants to fucking play $100 a fucking hand to something? Fuck that.
Wow. I wonder, where's Mark Schumacher been? I hope he's okay. I haven't seen him in a while. I haven't seen him. Somebody just said that's Mark said his name. Wow.
Oh, that's his game. Huh.
Do you have any specifics on the fight, Angel?
Vegas, December, and
like how many rounds? Do you know that?
No, I don't know yet. I don't know any of that.
I hope he beats the shit out of him.
Listen, I'm going to say this again for probably the 1,000th time. I just want to see him go the whole 8 rounds, whatever rounds it is. That's it. That's all I would like to see. and whatever happens after that happens. But
You should go.
the baby will be here by then. I'm not going to be able to go.
Oh,
Yeah. I mean, I really could, but my brother doesn't want the women there anyway.
Can't you watch from the after party?
Yeah.
They got TVs there too.
Yeah.
sorry.
Well, they have casinos in New Orleans too, Marla.
I'm excited now. Now I know how to play a game. I want to go and play Russian. Oh, it's not Russian roulette. It's just roulette, right? Where am
Just
I getting
roulette.
Russian?
Just roulette, and it's the easiest game you can play.
What am I? Why am I saying Russian? Is that a game too?
No.
Or what is that?
Well, it can be if you want to have a duel. But
oh, okay.
we're a couple of centuries away from that.
I don't think he's going to pull any stunts. Mayweather's all about money. He knows this is going to bring him big money.
All right, ladies. Thank you for having me on. But as you probably heard, my phone is blowing up, so someone's a little angry with me. So anyway,
we've been on for 3.5 hours. We went against what we said we were going to do.
Well, we had fun. That's all that matters.
We had a lot of fun. I thank you so much for coming on. Really, thank you.
Yes, but I'm not about to let you do to me what you do to everyone.
Look what he did. Yeah, but you're still there.
Damn it.
Oh, that was a nice surprise, wasn't it? It was a nice surprise that he came on.
Yes, that was fun.
Yes. And Marla, you know how I feel about you.
Love you.
Love you. Good night, everybody, and thank you so much. Thanks, Jesse Roth. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Good night, everyone.
Everybody have a great weekend. Good night, Marla.